Young money, old money, real good money. Young money, old money, real good money. Real good money, 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 real good money.
What it is, my people, it's the kid Sincere, your resident Gold Chain Gamer, back with another episode of the Gold Chain Gamer Show, bringing you the latest and greatest in gaming culture and all of the happenings of the gaming industry. This is episode 2 motherfucking 100. That is crazy. 200 episodes. We've been talking shit about video games and geek culture for 200 weeks. So, you know, shout out to the people that's been with us since episode 1. I want to say Natick, you was around for episode 1, wasn't you? No.
Yes.
Okay, cool. I think you are a OG gangster. So, but shout out to the people that have been around since episode 1, which was like 2017 or some shit like that. So, here we are, episode 200. So, some wild shit, man. Thanks for everybody that ever stopped through for a podcast, hung out with us, talked shit with us, had a drink with us. All of those things, man. I am grateful for anybody that just jumped in the chat. Even if you just listened, man, if you threw it in your headphones or whatever in the background, 200 is a very lofty number. And to be honest with you, when we first started, and when I say we, I mean me and my brother Curtgz. Shout out to Curtgz. He couldn't be with us tonight. He had some other engagements. But he gave me the idea to even do this. So big shout out to Curtgz, man. I love him. That's my brother. All these brothers are my brothers, man. But yeah, man, so episode 200, man, we got a whole lot of shit to talk about. I want to finish the show off with a memorial. I lost my little brother a month ago today. So I want to share one of our better moments with everybody. So if you want to stick around to the end, you're going to see me with a little bit of hair left. What was left of it, what was left of my dome piece before the breeze took it. And and yeah, man, it's just something I wanted to do. My little brother was a fan of the show. He believed in GoldChainGamers. He believed in getting people from our environment into these type of things, man, because it wasn't a reality for us at first. It was like you had to be a white guy or some other shit, like, you know what I mean? Like, you didn't see brothers from where we from doing this kind of stuff, man. So anytime I see that, man, it makes me glow, man. So yeah, man, memorial for my little brother, man, Julius Anthony Chandler. So with that being said, man, I got a nice panel here today, man. That's another thing that's new. Another thing that's new is that we ain't alone today. It ain't me and Jet. We got a whole team of people, man. So first off, man, if y'all don't mind, man, I want to start off with our guests, our esteemed guests, man. This is a very creative brother, man. And that's y'all know how I feel about creativity. I don't like no basic ass niggas. I swear I don't. I love eccentric black people. So it's very rare, even in this space. So with that being said, man, the producer of the beat that you heard in the intro, Flames, took that, flipped it on his head, DDT'd it, gave it the Hurricane Rana. He is also a member of Level 1 Gaming, level1gaming.com. He does everything. He even talks to pop figures, and guess what? They talk back. And I'm talking about my brother Dallas, man. Dallas, what's good, brother?
Man, what's good? What's happening, man? Can you hear me?
Yes,
good?
Sir.
All right, cool, man. Hey, man, I'm happy to be here. I appreciate you having me. Look, man, this for 200.
Yes, sir. Oh, you taking a shot too? Oh, damn! Look, we gonna be fucked up tonight, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all like that, man. So we about to be hurt. Like, everybody took a drink at one time. The whole panel took a drink. Shout out to everybody.
Man, I appreciate you having me. It's an honor, as you know.
No doubt, man. And of course, my brother, episode 200. We had to do 100 of these together. I'm pretty sure we did a buck. I'm pretty sure. Man,
I think I started at like around 198, something like that.
Something like that, man. So of course I'm talking about my brother from Detroit, the hard, cold streets of Detroit. Traded that in for the sun, the lavishness, and the titties of Las Vegas. My brother JettEye. What's going on, good brother?
What's going on, man? Happy 200 to you and everybody else that's been here along the ride. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Chat Chain gang. Shout out to brother Dallas, you know what I'm saying, hanging out with us. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Kurt, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause we wouldn't be there. We wouldn't be here without him and his contributions too. You know what I'm saying?
He believed.
He believed. He still believes, man. He still believes, even, you know what I'm saying, from where he at. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to him. Shout out to y'all. Appreciate y'all. Got some good shit. Let's get it.
Yes, sir. And of course, my brother from across the pond. I've been trying to talk like them for the last, I don't know how long, man. I just love it. I love the slang out there. I am coming out there. Saab, COVID,
Bro,
We're
you've
not.
got to, man.
I am coming
It'll
out
be a
there.
better
I promise
country
you.
with you in it. Trust me.
Yes, it will. And of course, I'm talking about my brother Sobski, 117. What's going on, good brother?
Thanks, man. What's going on? Shout out to the panel. Shout out to the community. Sorry, I couldn't make it for the past couple. How many has it been? Like 2?
It's only been a handful of shows, Sob.
Yeah, man.
Thanks for having me. Thanks for letting me be a part of your wonderful show.
I gotta talk. I gotta pull a Sob story. Sob, you absolutely rubbed some charcoal on your forehead.
Oh shit! That is not charcoal. That is soot from my apparatus, my smoking apparatus.
You got it, man. All good, bruv.
But at least I can use my camera as a mirror, though.
There you go. See, we gotta laugh. We gotta laugh immediately.
All right.
Shit, it's
That's how you
still
know
there.
Word is bond. There you go. You got it. All good, brother.
All gone. All gone.
good.
I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you.
I couldn't possibly.
You could have, hey man, you could have left it there. And I would
No,
not have
that's not
noticed.
me. That's not me. I can't do that. I can't do that. So,
I would not. I wouldn't have even been mad at you if you did,
nah, it's not
because that's like. That's man.
Look, you would have left my shit like that? No, you wouldn't have did me like that, Saab. You would have did me.
I mean, I would have, but I wouldn't have been mad if you did.
That's fucked up, man. That's cold. But yeah, with that being said, man, listen, Saab, me and Saab, I'm talking about way back, man. Like Saab is the first person I ever did a podcast with, outside of Kurt. You know what I mean? They invited me to their show, and we've been cool ever since, man. Not a hiccup, not a
How long is it?
holler,
It's got to
nothing.
be like.
It's been years,
It's
bro.
been a long time.
It's been years.
Crazy.
Years, man. So, shout out to Sobski, man, for, and I'm crazy as fuck, to be honest with you, man. I've said some wild shit to people. Did some crazy shit.
You?
And,
Hey, that's what makes you you, though. That's what makes you you.
but he continuously rocks with me, man. So
And
I
you rock
appreciate
with
that.
me. It's a two-way.
Facts.
It's a two-way
for sure.
relationship.
But I know how I could get, man. So with that being said, Saab, I appreciate you. Episode 200. Cheers to you always, man. And of course,
I've got
got?
a shot's worth of tea, not alcohol.
But I know you got a shot worth of something. I know you got something else, so it's all good. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be super fucked by the end of the show.
That's all I'm worried about. So with that being said, I am also joined by my brother in arms when it comes to the cinematic side of what we do, the cinematic side of content creation, the comedic side of content creation, and also a Philly kid like myself. So man, we relate on a lot of different levels. I really one, this man's mind is fantastic. Two, just as far as getting a laugh out of you without even trying, masterful. Just a good person to talk to, man. And also, man, just good human being, caring individual. So I'm talking about my brother, Fanatic 215, the Whatever Man Show. What's going on, good brother?
Thank you so much. That was a hell of an intro. Happy 200th. And I've been here for a while since you guys were talking about Horizon Zero Dawn. That was like the first time I heard that.
Man.
And that was like the first episode. But yeah, it's awesome. Glad all the chat showed up, and I'm excited to be here. In the words of Prince Hakeem? I'm very happy to be here.
I'm very happy to be here.
I didn't want to do the accent. I was going to fuck it up.
My UK accent is phenomenal now. Listen, I think I can impress Saab with my UK accent.
Hey, how many times
I don't sound like an Australian no more.
You said it, so you gotta do it.
I need to hear Fanatic's
Yeah, man.
British accent too.
He
But
can't
yeah,
fuck
I need
with
to
me.
hear yours.
He
too.
can't fuck with me. I know he can't fuck with me. And listen, he's an actor. He's a real actor. He can't fuck with me.
Hey, do we need to do an accent off?
I tell you what. At the end of the show, before we go off the air, we do it for the culture. Me and Natic, I have a British UK. Because listen, I'm gonna be in Top Boy season 4, man. I'm gonna be in that joint. I'm gonna be the American. How the British come over here.
You're going to be the bridge to America.
I'm gonna be the American to go over there. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling y'all what time it is.
Oh shit! So are you telling me that Snowfall and Top Boy are connected?
They're connected, bro. Everything is connected, man.
Oh
So,
shit!
We're gonna have
And it's all connected to the wire, of course.
we're gonna have a UK accent face off at the end of the
Sounds
show.
about right, bro.
I think I'm telling you,
I mean,
I
that's a good
am
start.
going to,
That is a good start.
bruv, you don't want none of this team, bruv.
I mean, it sounds a little bit. It sounds pretty British. That's a good Londoner accent.
Now, are you just repeating things you've heard?
Bro, what have you been watching? Downton Abbey?
Everyone.
You've been watching Downton Abbey?
No.
Somebody's been watching Doctor Who.
Look, man, we're gonna have a face off, man. So
Yeah, man.
with that being said, man, let's jump into our first topic, man. First off, man, shout out to everybody that's watching, that's up in here with us, man. If y'all don't mind, let me give the good people a shout out, man. We got a fantastic panel, man, but we got an even greater force, the Chat Chain Gang, man. So shout out to Jay Blink, King Wizard, Ant, man. Ain't know what time it is. Trap House Gaming, man. I love them guys.
Trap House Gaming.
Yes, sir, man. Oh yeah, for sure. You know what? I got you. Alex, what's going on? All Black, what's happening? Host, what's going on? Damon, what's good? Kev, Def Floyd, Sly Crow, what's up? Who else up in here, man? Ash and Luca, what's good? Bob J, what's happening? Bob J been around for a long. Me and Bob J done hung out and all that good shit, man. So that's an OG right there, man. Respect to the OGs.
That's fucked up, man. 'Cause we was all there. I just didn't.
We
know
was
y'all.
all
I
in
ain't-
the,
I ain't-
dig it. We was all in the same fucking place, man, at one time, man. Crazy, man. Crazy.
I met y'all 2 months later.
2 months
Fucked
later,
up.
man, we was all in the same place, man. So shout out to those brothers. Hustle, man. What's going on? Hustle doing his thing. He getting around like Tupac. Rax, what's going on? Rax, I ain't know Rax. It's my bro. You know what's crazy, man? The dope shit about fuck it, man. I'm gonna put myself on the pedestal right now. The dope shit about me is I will pull up. We gonna hang out, kick it. As Dallas know, man, we passing joints and blunts and shit, drinking and having a good time, man. So I'm a real human being. It's not an avatar and no shit like that. You will get a memory at least out of my ass. So shout out to all the real people out here, man. Simeon, what's going on, good brother? Of course, my brother Curtgz is up in here, man. Like I said,
What up,
the
though?
reason that I'm
Curtgz.
even doing this shit. Ryan, what's going on, man? Excuse me. So yeah, I want to shout out everybody, man. Oh dog, what's happening? If I missed anybody, I apologize, man. But it's episode 200. We already getting sauced. I'm already through a glass of whiskey. It's about to get funky, man. Yes, the incrimination hour has begun. God damn
It's
it.
going down because I'm drinking rum and I don't even drink rum.
Oh shit.
Oh man. Man.
So first off, what I want everybody to do, as we normally do, is drop in the chat what you've been playing this week. What game captured your attention? What got you on the sticks, on the couch, in your gaming chair? Whatever it is, man, got you indulging in the passion of gaming. Drop that in the chat, and us brothers are going to talk about what we've been playing this week. All right, so now listen, I ain't gonna lie. I haven't been gaming much. I haven't been playing much, man. I played Outriders for a minute. Played MLB The Show for a minute. So I really ain't played nothing noteworthy, new, even old shit, man. Because, you know, I was just kind of in a funk. And I had to get out of it, man. I had to get out of it. So I filmed a lot of stuff and did a lot of other shit. But I'm feeling good. I'm feeling positive. And I want a game, and I heard that it's a hard-ass game coming out, few days, a week. So I want to get out of crack. But me, I haven't played much. So, fellas, start with Dallas, man. What you been playing this week, brother?
Man, truth be told, I haven't been playing a whole lot, but I've been running Game Pass a lot. I recently ended up copying the Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
So I just been trying to see what's on Game Pass. I've been able to experience Game Pass for PC. And it's a whole different monster on console.
Yes, it is.
So I've been running Outriders, off and on. I've been running Dragon Quest because I'm a big JRPG dude,
Yes, you are.
and been back on Destiny.
Damn, you jumped back on Destiny.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
I swear you said you haven't been playing much.
I mean, I
quite
try
a
to
lot,
get as
though.
much as I can in a session though. So
Yeah, I know what you mean. So, Jet, you play anything? Anything noteworthy? I seen you playing. You beat Ratchet and Clank on stream, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, went ahead and knocked that out. You know what I'm saying? Just light work. You know what I'm saying? That was Terrence Howard work for your boy. You know what I'm saying? Went ahead and knocked that Ratchet and Clank out. I ain't want to get too deep into something. You know what I'm saying? Pause before Returnal came out. So went ahead and knocked out Ratchet and Clank like a player. You know what I'm saying? Then just been doing some platinum chasing. You know what I'm saying? Knock out a little Control, little Ghost of Tsushima. Been going back to that. You know what I'm saying? Not too much though. You know what I'm saying? Just business as usual.
Natick, anything new?
Just played some Outriders early in the week and finished It Takes Two this weekend with the fam. Yo, that game it's the best game of the year so far.
Wow,
it's amazing.
That's a hell of a
I've
claim.
been hearing that a lot.
It's
Best game of the
amazing
year.
so
Of the
far,
year.
dude. It's that fucking good.
That's deep. That's
I mean that is. I guess that's fair. What has come out this year?
not much. Outriders. Outriders. You know.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm
the slate,
positive
the
it's
slate's
better than
looking,
that.
the slate's looking pretty good though. To be fair,
You know what? I lied. I just reviewed this game. We're in the process of reviewing this one game. It's weird, but it's kind of dope if you like Edith Finch type stuff. It's called Before Your Eyes, and you basically play as this person that just died, and they have to be judged. So they have to recount their whole life. But every time you blink, which is on PC and it's linked to your webcam, and every time you blink, time moves forward. So it could be 5 minutes, could be 5 years. You never know. Yeah, so you have to. It's crazy.
Bro, that is the
that
hardest.
sounds like it's never been done before.
That is the hardest shit I've heard. Hold on, wait a second. Hold on, Dallas. Wait a second. Hold on. Let me grasp this real quick. Hold on, real fast.
Is that a real
So
game?
now listen, I'm a
sounds
blinking
sick.
motherfucker, bro. I be blinking and shit. I got all kind of stuff to fly in my eyes, right? So hold on. So if I made them blink too much, I'd be a damn motherfucker. Is what you telling me?
You'll be a old man. You're gonna be old man Cap.
Yeah.
Looking like Joe Biden out this bitch.
Don't you know no good? Elroy the mechanic head.
Oh shit! No. Can you say the title again for the people watching, please?
Before Your Eyes.
Before Your Eyes. Okay.
Appropriate title. Okay.
And that's on Game Pass.
No, it's PC
Oh.
only.
Is it
Oh,
out
I
yet?
forget who the. Is it what?
Is it out yet?
Yeah, it just dropped not long ago.
Okay. And your review is where?
It's not out yet.
Oh, you
That
didn't
game
finish
was
it.
sold, we have to close it. So I just finished the game and I'm in the process of reviewing it.
Got you. Okay.
That's
so
some crazy ass game design, bro. That's
Yeah, it is.
wild.
listen, I'm gonna tell y'all like this, man. And as far as we call them indies, I hate calling them indies, man. But it is what they are.
It is independent.
It's independent, but I've seen so many wild ideas for video games from independent developers that I believe if they had the budget and the marketing, those games probably would go over, but they just don't get it. They don't get it because everybody wants to make the same fucking game over and over and over again. And when people say it's a lack of originality, it's because a lot of these companies they don't believe it. They don't believe in originality. It's them. It's not the creators. The creators are creating. They're making shit.
Look at Ubisoft games. That's literally all the same game. Other than the Immortals, I think Immortal, Phoenix Rising.
Wasn't Hellblade an independent studio thing, and then they
It was.
got bought up? I mean, the sequel to that looks crazy. So
The original
mean,
game is crazy. And
Yeah,
yeah.
Train budget.
Facts.
I like games that make you use like one of your senses quite a lot, like either your speech or like hearing. Where like Hellblade uses sound quite a lot, right?
Yeah.
Not that I haven't played it, but I've heard it uses sound quite a lot.
It masterfully uses sound. Like that's a game that I would say you have to play with headphones on to really get the full unless you got one of them amazing home theater systems and shit where you feel like you're engulfed in sound. for the most part, it's probably best to throw a pair of cans on and play that game, man, because the talking sound like the shit is behind you and in front of you, and like the way they throw sound around is fantastic. That's actually, when that game came out, I was very high on that game, man. And I'm looking forward to the single, man. They got stop drag. I mean, I want them to make the best game possible. Come on, we need that shit, man. Stop dragging your feet. We need it. God damn it. So
they got that Microsoft money now, so they probably putting something into it.
I mean, at this point, man. I mean, you know what? That's a whole nother conversation that I want to save for a little later in the show. I don't even want to get into that at the moment. We're going to get into that though. Saab, did you play anything new this week?
I haven't played anything this week. The last thing I played was actually same like Jet Ratchet and Clank. I completed that last week.
Okay.
My dog.
That game's great, man. I had to play through it on the PS5 at 60 FPS. Because believe it or not, that's the first time I've played through it as well. So.
Really? For real?
Yeah, I got like half hour through it on the PS4 and for some reason never went back.
Okay.
But, man, that game's great. That game's good, man.
No, that's
but apparently Rift Apart's not even connected to it. Rift Apart's apparently connected to the original games.
To the older game. Well, I mean, that is a remake of the original game, if I'm not mistaken. No?
Right.
Yeah, but I think canonically it changes some things, right?
Yeah.
I'm not too sure.
Yeah.
I don't know enough about the Ratchet and Clank canon.
They take some liberties. You know, we're going to talk about some things taking liberties also. Man, we got a lot of good shit to talk about, man. Natic, you play anything new?
Nothing. Like, no, I'm waiting for Returnal. I just been trying to clear out this backlog.
Get the fuck out of here, man.
It's just nothing new to play. I played Outrigger, and I got to finish Resident Evil 2 to finish Resident Evil 3. So
you still ain't beat Resident Evil 2, man?
No, I finished the A story. I never finished the B. I didn't finish the B story. I started playing that out.
Game.
Outsiders. All right, yeah, I hear that part. But I play like for 15 minutes. I'm just bored.
Damn, you ain't scared of nothing.
Bored by Resident Evil?
Yes, I've been playing everybody's VR golf. Everybody's golf VR, which is cool. But yeah, I'm just waiting for that.
By Resident Evil?
Golf isn't boring when you're playing it.
Sure.
And I just want Returnal. That's this weekend, right?
Yes.
Friday?
Yeah, Friday,
I'm going to a wedding out of state on Friday, so I might take my PlayStation with me.
Damn. So you gonna be the hermit in the
whatever. I ain't the fucking minister. I don't need to be there.
You gonna be the hermit in the hotel room playing video games, bro?
I'm gonna just show up and be like, yo, what's good? Yeah, just do the mayor thing. Hey, how you doing? What's up? And then I'll just leave.
Damn.
That is literally the best role to have in a wedding, man. Having no role, that means you could be the wedding crasher. You could.
No, that's true.
That's the best role to have, bro.
And Jet just exposed himself as a person that goes to weddings, eat all their food, and bounce. He just exposed himself, y'all. That's what he did. Y'all heard him. So don't invite this motherfucker to your wedding. This is what he gonna do.
Lucky, you remember?
You got a Ziploc bag taking all the shrimp.
He like, yo, I heard they got crab legs there, bro. I'm there. I heard they got scrimps, crab legs, a rib or two.
You take it up to the hotel to eat it too while you're playing.
One rib.
He said, bro, they got Henny bottles on the table, bro. Come on, pour them out.
Yo, bro, pour them out.
When I come back, ain't nobody drunk, but all the liquor gone. All the liquor gone, ain't nobody drunk. Damn, man.
Hey, man, them motherfuckers was asleep, man. I cleaned up.
They
was asleep.
They was sleeping, man. So yeah, man. For me personally, it's been pretty dry, but it's been me. I got shit to play. I absolutely have stuff to play, and I haven't. This week though, I'm feeling good. I just want to get back to. This is never going to be normal for me, but I want to get back to some form of routine. And video games is a part of that, man. Video games keeps me in check in a weird way. You know what I'm saying? Because my mind is all over the place. So I definitely have to game this week. And we have a new game coming out, man. So I want to talk about that a little bit. So let's get into some of these news topics for the week. We got a couple, and I always get in my bag. We're going to talk a little bit about black journalism in gaming. So if anybody's interested in that, I am. We're going to talk a little bit about that. But first, let's talk about Returnal on the other side. Ah, shit. That was a good one. Yeah, man. So this week, everybody that has Returnal, which is Housemarque's new game, the game that I'm familiar with from theirs is Resogun. But their new game, published by Sony, exclusive, of course, for PS5. People actually got hands-on with it. People have uploaded quite a bit of gameplay. So if you are one of those people on the fence and you need to make your decision and all that good shit, I think there's enough information out there to do that. Am I off base, y'all? Would y'all agree with that?
There's quite a lot of people out on it now, yeah.
I think plenty of people have been covering that game. Enough people have been covering that game.
Yeah.
And showing enough footage that you can make a really good idea of whether or not you want to buy it.
Okay, cool.
I'm at the point right now where I'm blacking out.
You always do that shit, though.
I don't even want to hear nothing else no more. I'm convinced. I'm cool.
You always doing that, man. Get spoiled sometimes, goddammit. No, don't be like,
the one
don't
who
be like
seeks out spoilers, man. You seek out the spoilers, man. You be like,
yeah, I did that, man. I did
do
do that, man. That wasn't a good look, man. I was disappointed in myself after that, but yeah. I understand that. I do understand that. I'm bullshitting. I do understand that. But I did watch a lot of people's gameplay of that game, and first and foremost, I'm gonna say this: one, looks dope. Looks dope. Looks like a rogue-like game. What do you call it? Dungeon crawler, shit like that, but in a 3D space, third-person space.
Yeah.
Lot of particle effects and glowing shit on the screen. I love that. Take advantage of all the HDR, please. Loving that. Game looks fluid. The movement looks crisp. That's another thing I was impressed by.
It's almost like you can almost tell how it plays just by looking at it.
Facts.
Sort of thing. Like you can tell it's going to be fluid as fuck.
Yes.
Yeah, it looks like Control and Doom had a baby.
You've been saying that too. Yeah. Control and Doom had a baby. You know what I'm saying?
I was gonna
So I got a
say
question
Gun
for you.
Valkyrie.
I got a question.
Valkyrie as well. Yeah.
Because me and the homie Baron was talking about this game, right?
Shout out to
And-
Baron, man.
Shout out to
Yeah,
Baron, man.
that's the homie.
Originally, it seemed as if they were going way out of their way not to call it a roguelike, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we think that might be for a reason. So here's the question. Do y'all think if they had came out the gate calling it a roguelike, people would undervalue the game?
For sure. You already know
Yep.
that. You knew the answer to that.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, it's a roguelike, and those games look like 16-bit Super Nintendo games. Like, you know what I mean? Like, even though Hades is good,
And
people devalue
they
it.
would have a harder time justifying that $70 price tag too.
It's no way it would have been $70 if
You think the graphics would offset that though?
I would imagine.
It looked pretty like
It looks
It does.
I mean,
current.
it looks like one of the most pretty roguelikes out there.
For me, I would imagine. You feel what I'm saying? It looks very, very clean. The movement is nice, and from what I'm understanding, it's 4K 60. Am I off base? 4K 60
4K 60 with ray tracing.
with ray tracing. So
Damn.
With ray tracing, and it bumped.
why is he talking about this game like it's a fucking Alpine or some shit? Like it's 12s or something in the trunk, like and it bump. You know what I'm saying? Now, what you want me to do? You want me to wire it up? Dude, I'm telling you, it bump, man. The amp is crazy. You're like, bro, why was you talking about like with speakers and shit? You're a fool,
Took me
man.
back, man. Took me back.
And it bumped. But yeah. I mean, listen, the game looks dope to me. But I will say this. A lot of people that got that game early was getting their cheeks clizapped playing that joint. And I'm talking about, I seen some fucked up footage of that game. And I'm going to ask you guys a question. So, you know, everybody loves a review, right? They love to see what another motherfucker thought of some shit that they can find out for themselves what it is. But regardless, people like reviews. It is what it is. I do fucking reviews, so I can't talk any shit. You feel what I'm saying? But do you think that because of this game's difficulty, which has actually been the biggest story since people got their hands on this game, do you think that will impact people's perception, their impressions, their experience with the game? And even though the game might be masterful in what it does, because they can't get past level 6 and they didn't broke 3 controllers and they didn't lost their fucking mind and pulled whatever's left of their balding hair out, that they give it a bad score.
Are you speaking from experience with that?
Fuck. You're a cold-blooded hater, I swear to God. No, I am not speaking from experience, okay? But I listen.
Well, hell yeah, the color people perception of the game.
You think it is? Think it's gonna color their
No
perception?
matter how pretty it is, if you playing a game and you die over and over and over, so much so that you can no longer stand playing that damn game, what you gonna tell other people?
Yeah, it's just going to annoy you.
Yeah, if you didn't sign up for that, you signed up for the pretty graphics and the 4K 60. Dying a lot doesn't really seem like a part of the game to you. Like if you buy Cuphead or Celeste, you know you're going to be dying, or Dark Souls, you're going to be dying a lot. You know
that might be a reason why they should have called it a roguelike to begin with, because you kind of know what you're getting into with a roguelike. When they call something a roguelike, you know you're going to be dying a lot.
Facts.
So maybe that would change people's perceptions, but maybe for the positive.
Also, though,
I guess I'm the only one that doesn't think it's going to impact it.
It's called Returnal. It's not called Already Here or whatever you will call it. It's called Returnal. As in, I'm leaving and I'm coming back.
Damn. I didn't even think of it like that. Oh, shit. That's deep. Yeah. Returnal.
It ain't called I'll be back in a minute.
Nah, man. And there's no difficulty slider. So you stuck with what you're stuck with.
Yeah.
Like, this is the difficulty of the game. Now,
You just told me something new. I didn't know that.
No,
I don't think it's
difficulty is what it is.
it is what it is.
Okay, so yeah, it's
What all kind of cheeks is
fucking
getting
roguelike.
clapped? Oh my God. Round of applause. Cheeks are getting clapped all across the Americas right now because reviewers right now is sick. They hurt. And I don't know when the reviews come out. I don't know when the embargo lifts. I'm pretty sure that it's probably going to be quite a few days earlier than the release of the game. But
Probably
man,
Tuesday or Wednesday.
oh man, it's going to be rough. Oh man, this is a game I'm actually excited to get my hands on. Because even if a game is difficult, Sekiro was difficult to me, but I thought Sekiro was a good game. It's just fucking difficult. You feel what I'm saying? And I can be objective enough to be like, you know what, this game's good, but it pause. It's clapping my cheeks. Pause. It's clapping my cheeks.
It's the developer's job to make a game that brings you in enough to want to push through the hard parts of the game.
Mm-hmm.
So if obviously calling it what it is, which is a roguelike, would help people's perceptions, but once they got it in their hands, if it's that good gameplay, they'll push through. And
now let me ask y'all this then. So do you think that they didn't call it a roguelike because, I mean, and to be honest with you, the minute I saw gameplay, I knew exactly what it was. If you ever played fucking Resogun, it feels like the same type of game, or it looks like it. You feel what I'm saying? Excuse me. Same type of game. It's just in a different, what you want to call that? Like, this is third person, 3D, and that was like 2D, but with a 3D plane. So, of course, it looks different, but it shares a lot of, similarities with that game. Let me ask y'all this. Now, do you think that the reason they didn't go about calling it a roguelike or any of that other shit that signifies this game is about to clap your cheeks, do you think they didn't call that because Sony has this initiative to have story-based games and they promoted the story over the actual game and what it is?
That's probably. I wouldn't be surprised if that was a part of it.
Yeah,
Even if it's a small part of it.
Okay.
It's all a marketing decision. Like calling it a rogue type game will automatically put it in a niche category. And you want to sell a shit ton of this game, so you make it seem like this crazy action game.
Facts.
Just off the bat. And when you find out the real, it's on you.
This game's a piece of
Yeah,
shit.
it's on you.
That's what they're saying when they got your $70.
Yeah.
I mean, because a lot of
Paid
listen,
already.
I'm gonna tell you like this, man. That game will be used days after it come out. That shit is going to be used days after it come out, man. Because even a game like Bloodborne, I remember Bloodborne came out. You know, what was that? 2016 or
2015,
15, right? And it had just came out, right? And I'm not a Souls guy. I'm not into Souls games like that. And I remember like being vaguely interested in it. So Kurt had bought it. So I was kind of, like, you know what, Kurt bought, I might check this out. And I walked in the store and they had about 3 or 4 used copies of it 2-3 days after the game came out because Cheeks was getting clapped. You feel what I'm saying? And no, listen. And this is the new thing, right? I'm 36 years old. I'm from the arcade era of gaming. Games were hard as shit because they wanted to take more of your money. So the more quarters you give to a game, the better. So they would make the game difficult. Now you in your house, in the comfort of your home. Nobody, I don't care what anybody says, unless you have to be a dedicated individual. You have to be a different kind of gamer to accept that you're going to get your cheeks clapped and try to get better at a game. This is why they have infinite, redos or infinite men in games. Like, you don't actually just die because you spent $60 on this game and you probably should see it through. But I noticed that with these games, and Sekiro was the biggest offender. You had people crying like, "Yo, this needs an easy mode. This game needs an easy mode." And I'm telling y'all now, look, Negro Damas is predicting the future. Negro Damas says you're gonna hear the same shit come Friday. The same shit.
It was the
I think
same
you're gonna
thing
hear it
with,
earlier. You was hear it earlier than Friday. When's that embargo drop?
Whenever the embargo drop, this shit need an easy mode. It's gonna happen. I'm telling y'all.
What other game was it where this was a big thing? It's pretty much every hard game.
Sekiro.
Right? Sekiro had that.
Yeah.
Every hard game, because when they talked about Sekiro, they threw all the Souls games in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's kind of like packaged together with, they're all the same,
Right.
like argument really. So, but yes, I wouldn't be surprised if it's the same as when GTA comes out. People fucking.
Shout out to Ryan.
Talking
Ryan
about.
said, "Watch it on YouTube. That's
It's
the
hilarious.
easy mode. Watch it. The easy mode is watching it on YouTube."
That's
That's
hilarious.
also
Hey, listen. Some of you listen. Look. Today is supposed to be a celebration, but I gotta throw some shade. This is our. We've been doing this for 200 episodes. You're gonna have some people out there like, look, man, I'm gonna talk about this game on my podcast after I watch this motherfucker on YouTube. That's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
Watch it.
They're gonna watch it. They're gonna watch it. That's true, man. I'm gonna
I've seen
gonna
the
play.
Last of Us 2 review from people who've only watched the playthrough of it.
That's insane. He was like, well,
Only
that's
some of it.
a story-based
Then again,
game. I can
But
watch that.
that's I think John Campion did it, right? I think he didn't. I think he watched the
You gonna put
story
John
of it,
Campia out
not-
there like that? John Campia really did that?
Damn, bro.
He did it. He did it.
He really a movie dude.
Yeah, he's not.
Yeah,
he's
he
not
ain't
really
playing no
going to.
games.
Hey, at least the motherfucker didn't break character.
Yeah, that's
Motherfucker
true.
review movies. He watched that motherfucker like a
You
movie.
watched it like it was a movie.
No, but the thing about The Last of Us in the story mode, if you're going to be a movie person, the tension is the gameplay.
Yes, absolutely.
That's because watching clips, that takes all the tension out.
It takes all
Like,
the tension
you
away.
can't-
Like
Really, for real.
trying to make it through past 6 people that are like infected with this virus, and all you guys a glass bottle shard and 1 bullet. That's where the tension builds to create the immersion for you. Just watching people play that, you don't feel that.
Yeah, because you know it's
Kinda like
all gonna
Resident
happen
Evil in that
one
way.
take.
Why, bro? Why you so foul, man? Why are you the foulest? Why, man? Why are you so? Why can't you just let that man live, man?
This dude coming at everybody, man.
Foul, bro. You foul, man. You the gold chain gamer. You the foul gamer, man. He gonna start his own page. I'm the foul gamer.
Look at these punk motherfuckers over here.
That's fucked up, bro. I swear it is, man. But are y'all looking forward to Returnal? Is that something that y'all checking out or purchasing? Or I know people talking about that $70 price tag like it's a Ferrari on the line right now. But I mean, like, are y'all feeling it? Anybody in here feeling it?
I mean, it looks
that money
looks
already
fun.
spent, dog.
I haven't decided if I'm going to get it day one or not yet, though.
Okay.
But it looks fun.
I would get if I had a PS5 now, but
Oh, you ain't get one yet?
Don't have one yet.
Let me ask you: have you been hunting,
Man.
or you just said fuck it?
No, I ain't really been hunting. I always said when I can comfortably walk into a store and grab one, that's when I get one.
If I get one, will you buy it?
Probably, yeah.
At cost. I ain't trying to come up off.
Yeah, because
You're a
my
good
homie
guy.
just got one today and he paid a rack for it, and I refuse.
No, I ain't gonna do that. I wouldn't do that to you.
Hey,
man.
Dallas, he lying. That motherfucker stone cold hustler. Listen, don't listen to nothing he's saying. Motherfucker has Peruvian bricks underneath his bed.
Let me just get your blood tight, and we good.
I'm telling you, man, it's a stone cold hustler right there.
But for that call 500 that it cost, yeah, I'm down.
All right.
If and that's crazy because I've came across PS5s and Xboxes. I just have them now, so I'm not into the whole resale shit. I'm just kind of just enjoying what I have. If I knew that, I would have definitely, you know what I'm saying? Because we've been doing that for each other. If I'm not mistaken, like we've been looking out like, oh yo, you need a PlayStation? Yo, look, man, check this link out, or look, I'll grab it if I see it and then I'll send it to you. We've been doing that kind of crazy shit, Dallas. So, I think all of us got it now. Like all of us, you know what I'm saying, has experienced next gen.
But I would definitely pick up Returnal.
Yeah, for sure. We gotta get the homie on there.
So hold up, wait a second, Dallas, my brother. You are absolutely a PlayStation guy. Am I wrong?
You're right.
And you got an Xbox first?
I got an X. No, I didn't get Series X. I got the Xbox One.
Oh,
regular
okay.
Xbox One X.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, nah.
I mean, in this time, like I think we could get a brother a pass, even if he did get an Xbox. Like this is clearly a case of I bought the first thing available.
I'm just fucking with you.
I got the One X because I want to experience Game Pass on console.
No, listen, I can't front on Game Pass, man. Game Pass has been good to me. I'm not gonna lie, man. I can't front.
It's looking better and better every month as well.
Dig it. Listen, I'm one of those dummies that buy MLB The Show every year, play it for 2 minutes, and then trade it in. I'm so happy I didn't have to do that this year. Thank you, Game Pass. Because I literally got my 2 minutes in, bro. I got my 2 minutes in. I swear to God. And it was fun as shit, man. And then I politely went to the game that I really wanted to play. It was glorious. It was so good. So good. Loved it, man. But yeah, so yeah, let's get into that a little bit, right? Because I've been seeing some scuttlebutt online about Game Pass and listen, people are very high on Game Pass right now. Like Game Pass is the shit right now. It's the talk of the gaming community, the gaming industry. And I can't sit here and bullshit y'all. Look, Jet got an Xbox first, then I got an Xbox and shit, right? And we both was Game Passing the shit out that joint. We was out here like Magic, you know what I'm saying? You know what Magic hit you with the I was hand with the passing. You feel what I'm saying? And yeah, man, we had some good times. We was playing the High Busters. Well, I play Outriders. I beat the Medium, which is crazy. I don't know how I beat that game, but I beat the Medium. But I've been getting, I guess, quote unquote, my money's worth out of Game Pass. And with that goodwill that Xbox has bestowed upon gamers, people are looking for PlayStation to do something similar. And Sony is not budget. They're going to charge you the $70 for Returnal, bro.
They talking about, you know what? We'll get y'all movies. You'll be all right.
Right. So then this
man.
week, you know,
Man.
a certain leak. I don't know what country that was from. That was from
Poland.
was it Poland?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, from Poland, that they're about to include a movie pass with your PlayStation Plus subscription. Now listen, I'm a movie guy. I watch movies. I watch the fuck out of movies. I'm a movie dude. But I don't know if I give a fuck about that being a part of my PlayStation Plus, though, right?
It's not a needed thing. Like everyone has I think everyone's made their choice in terms of where they get their movies now.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
I
HBO
don't
Max
think,
is looking
I don't
delightful.
think they're going to change anything with their movie pass.
Nah. And then they get rid of the movie store. Like, isn't the movie store gone?
That's what I mean. It's like they're trying to replace it with this. I don't know, but I think it's lasting a year, right? It's like a year trial.
Something like that.
Man. This is a slow process. This is just one block in the beginning of a consolidation of all of their stuff into PlayStation Plus. I think they're going to consolidate everything. Like next thing you know, you're going to see PlayStation Now is a part of PlayStation Plus.
Hurry up.
They're going to have PlayStation Video. They're going to have a whole bunch. All that shit is going to be a part of PlayStation Plus.
Hey,
they're going to consolidate all of that shit together and raise the price up.
I mean, that don't sound bad to me.
That would be their answer to the Game Pass Ultimate shit.
They can get a good
You know what I'm
$15 a
saying?
month out of me.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, to keep it a buck,
Maybe
like
worth it.
Sony's movie studio has enough movies to do what HBO is doing. Like,
That's what I was going to say. Are they investing in new properties or new exclusive movies? Because that sounds like something I wouldn't mind having my PlayStation Plus subscription be a part of. If I also got like cool movies, I got Amazon Prime for the 2-day shipping. The movie things that's a plus.
You know what they'd have to do to make that
Man,
work?
there's some great stuff on Amazon Prime, though, to be fair.
Yeah,
it is.
Shout out to Invincible.
Invincible's
We're going to
like
talk about
Friday, that's
Invincible
amazing.
at the end of the show. We're going to get our TV bag. At the
Oh, okay. My apologies.
No,
if you want to make
no.
that whole thing, that deal worth my while,
Word.
those PS Plus games that we get every month, make those downloadable free without a subscription.
Okay.
So if my subscription
That'd be
lapses,
great.
or if I lose it, or if I decide to stop being a subscriber, I still keep those games.
I'm with that.
That'd be a big deal. I mean,
That'd
That'd be a big thing, but
but
that'd be a big thing. Pause.
That was a good pause, too. That was a good pause.
Yeah.
But yeah, that would be major, man. I mean, imagine if Spider-Man, what is it? What's the No Way Home?
No Way Home
Is
Boom.
available on that service.
Boom.
What?
Boom.
That's shit. Fuck Snyder. Who Snyder cut what?
Right.
Snyder cut fades? Does he give out, parts and shit? Snyder cut
Snyder cut
what?
whatever since the first episode of Falcon and Winter Soldier.
What is Snyder cutting at that point? Because that Spider-Man movie gonna do super numbers, especially if it's a part of a subscription service. Psh, man, then
Yeah,
what they got?
motherfuckers digging out that old PlayStation 4, man.
Oh man, PlayStation
You know
3 is
what I'm
gonna be
saying?
popping up, because then
PlayStation 3s pop up.
they
Yeah.
also announced this week that they're not getting rid of the PlayStation 3 and PlayStation Vita stores.
Good news.
So
Yay.
you still can get, your games that you weren't gonna play on your old ass PS3. You know what I'm saying? I still got one too, which is crazy. You feel what I'm saying?
When's the last time you
It's still
booted
good.
it up?
It's good. It's good news for preservation purposes. I guess.
Who? What? Last time I did what to it? Last time
when's it been turned on?
Last
When's
time I put it in my
you booted
basement?
joint up?
Every now and then.
Oh,
Every
okay.
now and then.
Okay.
Last time I put it in my
Okay.
basement? Last time.
When's the last time you bought something off the stove?
Man.
Now, look,
Jeez.
this right here, when it comes down to my PS3, I play it when there's a game that hasn't been remade or remastered. Because I have a lot of PS3 games that have been remade or remastered. That I want to play. A good example, Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance.
Yes.
Every time I want to go back to that, I fire up my PS3.
It's crazy that they haven't remastered.
When's the last time you did that, Dallas?
It was a couple months ago.
Couple months.
See,
Okay.
that,
all right, that's a lot better than I expected. Okay.
Dallas is a different cat
like
though. Dallas is
playing certain
he's gonna, you know what I mean. But my okay.
I mean,
Dallas,
I saw him playing Onimusha. Like all bets are off.
Yo, that game was the shit, man.
Yes, it was.
Man, that's my child.
Yeah, he'll go back to the PS2. So
Yeah, he's a different cat, man. He ain't like these fraudulent gamers out here. They be like, man, why they get rid of the PS3 store, man? You got a PS3? What? Huh?
And then I much rather get my PS3 games physical anyway. So
Yeah, for sure.
yeah.
It would be nice though. Like I know I'm not a technician. I don't know, but it would be nice to have some of those PS3 games just be native, man. Just to be able to buy from the store, like the Infamous collection or Metal Gear Solid 4 or Heavenly Sword or just shit like that.
The legacy icon games.
Right. Like, okay, you don't have to get into we don't need NBA Live 07. Okay, yeah, for sure. I don't want to see that no more. But fuck, like the first party stuff. Yeah, I think that why can't they have an emulator on the PlayStation 5 to be able to do that? Because for what I'm understanding, they have an emulator on PC that can do that.
Yeah.
So
I can see
the hold
that. I got a feeling they're going to do it within the next few years.
I hope so. What you saying, Dallas?
I was asking, ain't that what Xbox does?
Yeah, they have emulators, but I mean, they're, you know, and I don't want to sound like the tech guy, but their architecture, you know, is very, very easy to emulate. You feel what I'm saying? And from what I'm understanding is that because of the cell processor that was in the PS3, it's hard for them, quote unquote, difficult for them. You know, these smart people who get paid a lot of money, it's difficult for them to emulate PS3 games properly.
So here's
That's
the crazy
crazy,
follow-up question.
What's up?
Ain't that what they do with these old games that we buy on the PS Store anyway?
That's what I thought the whole shit was
Yep.
anyway. I don't know.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure when I booted up Psychonauts a little while back, like the original, that was being emulated.
I don't know what it is, man. I have no idea what the issue or the holdup or the hang up is. I have no idea. Because that cell processor excuse is butt kiss right now. That shit is bogus. That's water. Like, they can get this shit done. And people would fucking love it. Like, listen, at the end of the day, I want new shit. I'm not one of them people. I'm not gonna lie. I want new shit. Maybe I'm a person that live in the moment. Maybe I'm a fucked up individual. Yes, I do want new shit. But every now and then, I like taking that trip down memory lane, even if it's only for, you know, I will give you $14.99 to play an old ass fucking game that I liked. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
It's just a pro-consumer move.
But
it is.
But let's say, for the sake of argument, that these architectures are a little bit more difficult to emulate than we would think.
I call complete bullshit on that.
Why?
Because look how
Because
powerful the PS5 is.
But the Xbox itself, who prides themselves on backwards compatibility, have only really made a quarter of the Xbox 360 library available for backwards compatibility. But they don't talk about that.
Wow.
It's not like every single Xbox 360 game is backwards compatible. That's not true.
That's true. Because
it's only a quarter of them. It's less than
I don't,
600 games.
I don't want to give away what I'm doing, but let's just say that I had an Xbox 360 game that I was using for reference purposes, right? This game wasn't first party. This game actually, you know, is an EA game, and it wasn't sports. And I couldn't put that shit in my Xbox. I literally had to dig out my Xbox 360, hook it up, get my gameplay captured, and then continue to make my video. So every game's not backwards compatible. And if it was, that would be awesome. You know, that would be awesome. He says 1 out of 4, right?
1 out of 4. Yeah, it's about a quarter of the library.
So it's a choice.
Do you see them updating that at some point, like adding more 360 games? Or do you
no, they said they wasn't. They said it was done. They said it was over. That's what they said. Now listen, They say a lot of
and
shit.
that's the thing. I mean, you can like you can go out and you can shout to the high heavens about how you care about preserving the libraries of past generations. That sound good because most motherfuckers ain't gonna actually know that it's only 25% of the library being brought over. You know what I'm saying? So I'm actually cool with PlayStation saying, look, fuck all that old shit because we can't do all of it. If you want the old shit, play the old damn machine. You know what I'm saying? That's why people like Dallas are collectors. If you want to play that game, he'll boot up that old machine.
It isn't like a PlayStation 3. It's hard to come by anyway.
Going forward.
I mean,
they're not really that hard to come by anyway.
You can find one.
I don't think that PlayStation cares, man. That's one thing about PlayStation, man.
They shouldn't.
They don't give a fuck, man. When they don't give a fuck, they don't give a fuck, man.
I'm gonna tell you this. You know when they gonna start giving a fuck?
What's that?
When the customers show with their dollars that they give a fuck.
Yeah.
Instead of just on social media talking shit.
No one's not going to not buy a
petitions and
PS5.
shit.
Say that
No
shit.
one's not going to buy a PS5 just because it can't play a PS3 game.
No, not at
And
all.
that's why it'll never happen.
This
That's why
never
they don't
happened.
care.
You know,
People knew back in November they couldn't play PS3 games, and that's just the fastest selling console in American history.
American.
So obviously motherfuckers don't really care that much.
They probably don't give a fuck, man.
And if they do, it's a minuscule amount. Like,
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
going to be like 7 people that
Exactly.
want to play like Train Simulator or
Right.
something.
Like,
Like, fuck, like the hell, Sony don't give a shit about them.
to be truthfully honest with you, me personally, when people were talking about, I'm not going to call nobody out, but there was a certain person that was talking about a remaster engine that never came true. It never came to the light, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, right? So I mean, to be honest with you, like it was a cool idea. It sounded dope, but at the end of the day, we look at now, like we were just talking about, like, yeah, it's a drought, it's dry. Really? Like we got plenty of games that we haven't really touched that could be fantastic, phenomenal games. But we still looking for that new fix. With that being said, like, you don't necessarily like need those games to feel like you have worth or value in your shiny new console. Like PS3 games and PS Vita games, really? Like, come on. Like, I'm pretty sure if you listen, I loaded up Metal Gear Solid 4. You're not going to be happy with how that looks right now. I'm just keeping it a buck, and that's not even that old of a game. You feel what I'm saying? You probably would be more impressed with the sharpness of a game like fucking Mike Tyson's Punch-Out in the emulator than Metal Gear Solid 3 on your PS3 or whatever version of it they have available. So I don't look at that as a reason or a purpose to not want a console, or it's, you know what I'm saying? Like, we buy new shit for new shit. That's just true.
It's just like a sprinkle of extraness.
For sure. Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Perfect
I think I made
sense.
a new word.
And the fact that, like, yes, them having PS4 games available for PS5, just fully backwards compatible and even upgraded in some instances is wonderful. It's great. But the purpose of that is there isn't a lot of next gen, titles in development. There's probably more last gen titles in development than next gen titles.
Yeah.
Right.
So it benefits them. It behooves them to have backwards compatibility because you still have to sell these games. Think about a game like Cyberpunk. Even though hindsight 2020, we know it's a piece of shit. We know that the game's fucked up, right? We know it now. But beforehand, we were excited. People wanted to play this game. It was, hyped up to the heavens how great this game was. It's CD Projekt Red. They're going to make the best shit you ever played. So this game is hyped up, but it was a last gen game. Right. Imagine these new consoles coming out and you can't play that game on the console. People would fucking flip. People would have lost their minds. So they had to. This was necessary. It was a necessity because in reality, how I feel about it. Do I want new shit? Of course. I love new shit. Man, give me new sneakers, new shirts, just new shit. I love some new shit. This show looks new because I like new shit. I just like new stuff, right? But still, at the end of the day, You want to be able to play and experience those games without having to boot up your old dusty ass console after you spent $500 on this motherfucker. So I totally understand why the PS4, the last gen console, is backwards compatible with the PS5. Right. But to go any further back than that, that's very objective. Not many people are Dallas, man. Not many people are me that want to do essays and shit on old games. You know what I'm saying? Just not a lot of us. We're rare people. You know what I mean? And I'm not trying to, put us on pedestal or no bullshit like that. But we're like enthusiasts. You feel what I'm saying? And enthusiasts don't drive the market. They don't drive the market. We don't drive the market. The truth is, we don't have any control.
Anything that's never driven the market.
That's true. Yeah.
And there's a reason. There's a reason why remakes and remasters are the trend in the industry right now. Because of that.
Because of that. Yep.
People want to experience these new things, these new pieces of hardware, and still be able to go back to certain pieces of software that they always heard about wanted to revisit or to get get at a higher fidelity, higher frame rate, higher performance, whatever it may be.
Mass Effect remastered.
Mass Effect, Uncharted.
That shit again, man.
Uncharted, Last of Us remastered came out less than a year after The Last of Us came out.
Shit, you about to get a Last of Us remaster right now.
Yeah,
remake, remaster. You about to get that right now.
It's the day and age we live in, so backwards compatibility past last gen is becoming less and less important.
For sure.
It's not.
Once they put remake in the title of the game, it's over.
Why?
Like near replicant 1.75364 switch code.
That was done for the.
They're doing that Kingdom Hearts shit.
They were taking notes from Kingdom Hearts. Yes, they were.
Yeah. So I mean, people.
Or Street Fighter 2.
Kingdom Hearts had fractions and shit.
Shit had fucking I said this is a math equation.
Yeah.
But people wanted it, and for what I understand, look, I've seen a lot of people playing it this weekend. So it came out Friday, and people were sharing they screenshots and shit. So yeah,
the original didn't even do that well. Dope. It's the fact that Nier Automata did so well. That's it's true. Like made.
Yeah,
that's true.
It's like
Nier Automata is the better game anyway. So
Nier, the original Nier with Platinum Games fighting, Platinum Games combat. I can see why so many people buying.
Yeah, Platinum Games is massive.
Because the fundamentals are the same with the remaster. It's just but the gameplay was changed, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It don't look half bad to me. It don't. I've watched gameplay and watched reviews. Doesn't look bad to me.
Yeah, it reminds me of Bayonetta. That anything reminded me of Bayonetta is a good thing.
Yeah, you might as well play that motherfucker because you ain't getting Bayonetta 3, motherfucker.
Yeah, right.
Chalk that shit up.
If I'm getting Bayonetta 3, I ain't getting a Switch.
Play that on the Switch.
That shit coming out the same day as Grand Theft Auto 6.
19/9. February 31st, 19/9. That shit ain't never coming out. God damn.
You're going to get the Holy Trinity. You're going to get Metroid Prime. You're going to get Grand Theft Auto 3. You're going to get Bayonetta 3. Grand Theft Auto 6 and Bayonetta 3. You're going to get all them on the same day.
See, I have more faith in Grand Theft Auto 6 than all of them other games that you said right now.
Why?
Well, yeah,
it's going to come out soon.
Why?
It's going to come out. It has to.
Yes, it will. In 15 years.
No, probably 2023. They have to. Once the money starts dying down from the shark cards and all that shit.
Yeah, but it's not going to die down. It's going to get worse
it's not because people love playing GTA Online.
Yeah, like
I don't know why. I don't know.
Dying out. I ain't seen it die out yet.
GTA Online is GTA 6.
Oh my God! Don't say that.
Yeah,
man.
There you go. That's facts.
God, no.
We gonna do this PS5 remaster. You know what I'm saying? Launch that alongside a nice little DLC expansion for online. Grand Theft Auto 6. There you go. Enjoy, motherfuckers.
No.
Story DLC.
8 years.
No Undead Nightmare 2. No, none of that.
No.
Too heists.
Online.
They don't deserve that. They don't deserve it. They don't deserve it.
That's fucked up, man.
We don't deserve.
You know how I feel about GTA too, man. GTA is I credit GTA for keeping me in the gaming sphere when outer forces were pulling me in other directions. You feel what I'm saying? And GTA was the game that came at the right time with the right shit, just doing the right thing. So I always credit GTA for me continuing to be a gamer, you know, as an adult. And GTA 5 I thought was phenomenal. I love that game. But I don't want to see that shit no more. In fact, I wish I could delete it from my PlayStation forever. I still want to see it no more, man. I'm done.
I wish you could delete it from everybody's PlayStation.
I'm done.
I wish you could go in everybody's PlayStation and delete it.
I would absolutely go into your library and delete that shit, because we just had a point where, man, the game needs to die. It just needs to go away.
That's the game that killed Bully.
It's been 8 years.
That killed Manhunt. And the game, as my good brother Baron J67 would say, the game that killed Rockstar's creativity.
It murdered their creativity. Boom. You know what? I want to say that
it did too well.
Dallas, I want to say that, but I did think that creatively, Red Dead Redemption 2 was really good. It's just that it was a developer that has such good technology and such good development skills that they wanted to flex. And listen, I'm guilty of this sometimes too. Go ahead. What you were saying? What were you gonna say?
Red Dead Redemption was started before the success of Grand Theft Auto 5 really showed that it had the legs. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You know,
GTA 5 was also very well made creatively. Like they flexed creatively with GTA 5 too. It's just once they seen online catch fire, we don't need to make nothing else.
Yeah. Like we'll see with whatever they drop next in 2030 how much creativity they got left. Because they started Red Dead 2 in like 2011. So they didn't know how that joint was gonna be.
That's true.
Well, GTA Online came out. Go ahead, my bad.
Oh no, you got it.
GTA Online came out a year after GTA 5 came out.
Yeah.
Was it? No, it wasn't a year after. It was like 2 months after. I think.
Oh no, it was a month after actually.
Oh, it was a month. Yeah.
I don't know what I'm talking about. That the update came out, but since that time they've known it was the yes. Thank you, Saab. Since that time they've known it's just been a cash grab. Those shark cards. Like, why make something new when you have something great generating revenue for you already?
Money
tree. Crazy. It's doing too well, man.
That's how about that, man? With your success, shit you revel in. Like, who doesn't want to be successful, right? And listen, I'm just gonna say some crazy shit.
That entire company got a 401k.
That's true. Off of that game,
it's doing so well that it's broken their creativity.
I'm gonna keep it live with y'all though, but I kind of understand it, man. I don't know how they feel as creators, because money is dope, bro. You get a lot of money, it's great, man. You can't front on a lot of money. You feel what I'm saying? But I know, like for me, for instance, right? I did a video years ago at this point on why the Def Jam gaming series died, and to this fucking day, I still get comments daily about that video, and I'm like, let it go, people. Let it go, man. Let it go. They not gonna make the motherfucker, man. Ain't no Def Jam game being made. Let it go. But they won't let it go. They won't.
For a long time, I thought the type of rappers that we had was the reason we wouldn't see another Def Jam, but we starting to get them rappers back now. So I don't know, maybe.
Who?
Let me know, Dallas.
The baby could definitely be in a Def Jam game.
For sure. He like to fight though.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, who else did?
I wouldn't mind seeing some British rappers.
Let me see. I know it's somebody else.
Hold on, Dallas. Who else did? Wait a second. Let me see.
Actually, Wiz, because he actually fight.
Oh, he do MMA?
Yeah.
Okay, let's keep it a buck. If we looked at the Def Jam roster, right?
We could find somebody.
If we looked at the Def Jam roster from back in the day, right? The motherfucker had Sean Paul on it, right? Listen, I will fuck Sean Paul up in real life. I don't care what nobody says, bro. Like, Sean Paul can't fight, man. Like, he gonna pawn their replay or some bullshit like that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna whoop his ass. You know what I mean? Yeah. Not all the people in the game could rumble. You know what I mean? But it was the era. It was the feeling. It was the element. It was the element of what was going on. So you figure, like, of course DMX is gonna fight. Of course Nori gonna put on the fatigues and kick somebody in their ass. And of course Red and Meth, and you just felt that kind of energy. Fat Joe. To where now
slap the hell out of Jay-Z in real life.
Gave out that type of vibe back then, like that. That's like rappers that do that.
Right. To where now the vibe ain't the same. You know, people trying to slide on their ops, and it's not the same. It doesn't feel right. You feel what I'm saying? Motherfuckers wearing chokers. You can't beat me up with a choker on, bro. Like that's not happening. And I know some people gonna watch this and be like, you know, because listen, like I said, I get comments every day. Oh hey, you hating. Oh hey, you hating.
That's how it sound.
That's how he says. That's how the comments sound.
As he's wearing
in
a
my
blouse.
mind. You feel what I'm saying? He has his blouse on.
He's wearing a fucking blouse
with his taco meat out, with his choker on, telling me, you know what I'm saying, that I'm hating. You feel what I'm saying? The reason that game existed because that era of hip hop brought it back to a time where, yeah, you would think that alley fights and shit like that could happen. It felt like that. The energy was like that. That energy is not here in hip hop right now. Everyone wants to be rich. Everyone wants a mansion. Everybody wants a badass car. That's different. DMX had dogs. DMX. Like even if DMX had a nice car, you don't remember him from that. You remember him from the fucking dogs. You feel what I'm saying? And barking and shit. Like that's
some about
DMX.
him everybody else wasn't doing.
Right. You feel what I'm saying? Like I'm talking about you had these kind of, artists that reflected that. You feel what I'm saying? Even Snoop. Snoop G'd up, smooth gangster. He gonna beat you up with pleats in his pants. That was like the energy was there. You know what I mean? Like this energy is different. So not saying that they couldn't make the game, because honestly, I believe that if EA or whoever makes this game, they could make the game, but they will probably fuck it up because fundamentally what made that game successful is gone. It's actually gone. Like the engine, the gameplay, the fun, it's gone. So you can put a bunch of rappers in the game and have them fight each other, but if the shit ain't fun, it's dead on arrival. It doesn't matter. I don't care if Pooh Shiesty. I don't care if
Young boy. Put Kodak Black in it.
Kodak Black. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying? Lil Baby. It don't matter. None of that shit matters if the game isn't fun. And I think that charm, because I love those old wrestling games. Y'all know how I feel about those THQ, Aki games. Those games fueled the Def Jam series. Because the minute
same engine, right?
Pain.
Same thing. The minute they deviated from it, it died. It literally died. And that
which one was it on the 360? Def Jam Icon, I think.
Yeah,
it was.
Def Jam poop. Def Jam dog shit.
It like everything shook.
Right, it's
Everything
horrible.
shook when special moves and shit.
Horrible game. The fucking DJ shit. The wicky, and I'm gonna kick you in your ass. Terrible.
Could they just make a rap fighting game instead of just being Def Jam? Because Def Jam had a bunch of great artists at the time. You just do have to do like that new boxing game and just go out and franchise people and freelance and just
I truly
hope
believe
you get
that, but
That seems like more of an undertaking than the boxing, to be honest.
It is, and I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you exactly why that formula is not gonna work today. Rappers today don't have something that rappers back then had. And I'm gonna tell you what that is. Are y'all ready for this? Are y'all ready for the truth? Are you ready for the fucking truth? Are you ready?
Yes.
They don't have character. They don't have character. They're the same people. They don't have character. They don't have nothing that makes them stand out from the next person. So back in the day, you had Redman and Method Man. Think about Redman.
Ludacris.
Right. Luda. Keep back with him. Luda. Think about how much of a character Ludacris was. DMX, the ultimate character.
Right.
Noriega, making millions from being a character today. He's still a character. Slime is still a character. You feel what I'm saying? Think about rap, hip hop back then. You had to be a character to stand out. You had to be something unique to stand out in the crowd. Today's hip hop, Little Baby, the Baby, someone else's baby, I don't know who the fuck I'm listening to. I don't know.
It's so true.
I don't know who I'm listening to. I don't. What separates you from him? Y'all look exactly the same.
Got on the same choker.
The same choker.
Same tight jeans.
Same jean. I don't know who's who. I got the Balenciagas. I don't know who the fuck I'm
6ix9ine
looking
literally
at.
had to put his name on his head to be recognized as different.
He had to put it. Oh my god! How this motherfucker put his name on his head? Oh my lord!
Wow.
It's just permanently there.
Purse on a pole match. What are we doing in Def Jam
Ooh, snap.
now?
I mean, to be fair, having your name on your head at least
pretty
no less
hilarious.
for us with your name.
Oh no.
So you just read your head. Then they have your name.
We have to let the Def Jam shit go, okay? Because rap ain't the same. And it's crazy because we live in a time where gun violence is high and people doing crazy shit, but they not fighting nobody. Ain't no tough guys. You know what I'm saying? This ain't that kind of era, man. I hate to say it, guys. I hate to say it. And I listen. Shout out to everybody that watched my Def Jam videos. I appreciate y'all, man. But y'all ain't never getting that game, bro. Let it go. Let it go. It's over. It's a wrap. So, yeah, man. That being said, man, y'all wouldn't mind if we moved on to another topic, would you, fellas?
I don't mind at
No,
all.
sir.
Let's get it.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask y'all a question. Then I'm gonna take my halfway drunk ass to the bathroom, and y'all can answer it for me, and I'll be back. So, there was quite a bit of scuttlebutt online about black journalism in gaming. People who create content, whatever around gaming. You know, there's a lot of independent thinkers out here. It's a lot of people that, you know, wake up in the morning and say, guess what? I'm going to be a part of the gaming community and I'm going to do it this way. And, you know, I guess they become pseudo, like Jet said, gaming journalists because, you know, broadcast journalism, there's a lot of different facets to journalism. It's not just I'm writing an article. 'Cause that's what a lot of people think. I'm writing an article. Right. I'm a journalist. There's a lot of different facets to journalism.
Right.
But I did see some scuttlebutt about black journalism in gaming and how it's, you know, non-existent, man. Like it just doesn't exist at all. And to be honest with you, that's not something that I bought into or believe. I do believe that there is black journalism in gaming. I'm talking to a black journalist in gaming. And I think that, like Jet said, when we get on air and people watch what we do, we are black journalists. Now I'm gonna ask y'all a question, and then I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'm gonna leave it up to y'all, and I will be back. Do you think that's a case of it being not enough black people want to be in gaming journalism or journalism in general? Or the fact that the people that saying this want to be acknowledged and are using, I don't want to call them race baiters, but using race to elevate the conversation. So it's on y'all guys.
Shit, it might be a little bit of both.
Yeah.
Just a little bit. Because I mean, I don't really consider myself a journalist, really, because I don't want to be tied to that. Because journalists sort of have an obligation to be impartial, and I'm the furthest thing from that. If I like something, I like it. If I don't like something, I don't like it. And I'm sort of vocal about those opinions without, and I make my content around it, without really caring about how somebody else feels about something, unless that's the point of it. Or shit, don't even care for the truth of the matter. It's my truth. That's what I'm saying.
That's the best way to be.
Now, let me ask you this, Dallas. I'm a, you know, kind of piggyback off of his question with a question towards you, since you said what you said. Now, is that code of ethics something that you take on, or is that something that is inherently baked into being a journalist, and that's something that you personally believe? Are you kind of like imposing your personal beliefs on what the ethics should be, or is that something that you have observed and seen in practice?
I'm imposing my own moral code on it because I feel as if because it should be there. Because if I feel journalists should have that integrity. Journalists should be there. So me knowing that I'm not going to uphold that, I'm not going to call myself a journalist. I think content creator is the perfect thing because I get to it's all encompassing. If you create something, you're a content creator. If you're a musician, which I am, if you're a video editor, which I am, if you're like whatever you want to do, all of that goes into the content creation bag. But yeah, I think it's supposed to be there, so I impose it.
Okay. I'm with that. That sounds righteous. Okay. What you were saying? Go ahead.
Okay.
He had to take a sip. Go on, brother. Go on.
My bad.
Mm-hmm.
Personally,
yes.
I think it is a bit of both. I think it's the fact that now we have broken through the barrier to where, first of all, we've made being a gaming journalist or being a gaming content creator cool enough to be respected by our own peers. To the point to where we can ask that question now to others that are around us in the industry, because that's the first barrier that we always have to get past.
Right.
We have to make it look cool in front of ourselves, because
that's some real shit.
We're around each other.
That's some real shit.
We're around each other, and if we wear that nerd shit on our sleeve, we're gonna get clowned by our peers first until we make it cool.
That is the real shit.
You know what I'm saying?
That is true.
You know what I'm saying? We have to make so once we have broken that barrier,
yes,
we then have to get past the barrier that sadly exists in every facet of entertainment, whether it be media coverage, whether it be performance, whether it be boardroom, regardless of what it is. Mm-hmm. There's always a glass ceiling that we have to force our way through. It will always be there, regardless. This ain't exclusive to gaming. It's just the fact that gaming is so new that we're just hitting the glass ceiling now, so we're recognizing it.
Yes.
But we always had to break this glass ceiling regardless of where it was in entertainment. We're reaching it now and we're having the conversation, which is a good start. But it's about what we do next. And the fact that we're bringing it up to have this conversation, we must acknowledge that it exists, because it does. Mm-hmm. It does. There are a whole lot of people that do literally the same thing for the same amount of time and get more attention to what they're doing simply because of the color of their skin. But that is literally something that translates to every form of entertainment.
Facts.
It's just the fact that now in gaming, because gaming coverage in general is so new, especially in the form that we do it, we need to make our stand now while it's hot. Mm-hmm. And while this conversation is taking place. But it's absolutely a thing. It's absolutely a thing. There's a glass ceiling that is there on us. It is true.
Can I say something that might not be flattering to a lot of people? It might look like that I'm attacking my brothers and sisters, but I'm not attacking y'all. I'm just telling y'all the truth, my truth. And that truth is, I think that, like Jet said, and when he said it, it resonated with me that we're journalists now. We're doing journalism right now as we speak, as we live and breathe.
As we speak.
And I believe that. I do believe that whether I want to or not. And like Dallas, I do a lot of different shit. You know what I'm saying? Music, cinematography, video, all kinds of shit. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I probably would be classified as a gaming journalist because we're here right now doing this podcast.
Right.
But I do believe that with a lot of people, I ain't gonna say a lot, there's a portion of people that want to see more black people be involved in the gaming industry and in gaming journalism. But I think it would be easier if those people who say this on a regular basis injected black culture into what they do. If you exuded black culture, and the reason I said it's not going to be flattering because it looked like I'm putting myself on a pedestal, and I'm not, because what I did made it harder for me. Everything about what I do is black.
Exactly.
This shit is called GoldChainGamers. The minute you hear it, you know that those are black people that did that. When you see it, when you experience it, it's black. I can't hide it. I put it in the fabric of what it is. But it's because I wanted to extend and stretch black culture into a culture that I didn't see a lot of us in. I wanted black people to feel comfortable with their interest. They don't feel like you doing something corny or lame or whatever that is.
Right.
that's the whole point of our existence. But I can't hide. I can't hide under that veil of being, you know, hey, I'm just a black guy. No. I'm carrying black culture with me. You feel what I'm saying? And I truly believe that if more black people did that and tried to, because think about it, whether it was film, music, it wasn't just black people. It was black culture. Why you think Black Panther did so well? You thought it was because it was just black skin on screen? Because I've seen black skin on screen numerous times, but I didn't see a result like this.
Right.
It was black culture. We're talking about Def Jam fucking Vendetta that came out 20 years ago, right? Why? Because it was a game that reflected a culture that we love. We just celebrated a man who passed away because of what he gave to our culture as a person. And guess what game he was in? That's the kind of shit that we want. And this is a message to all black creators, all black, you know, people that aspire to be black journalists, people that's doing it right now. Don't turn your blackness off. Don't turn it off. And look, you might think I'm being ignorant. I'm not. I'm just telling you the truth. A lot of y'all turn it off. A lot of y'all exclude it from what you do. And that's why it feels like it's more difficult. Because at the end of the day, they've been selling your culture for how long? I don't know.
Yep.
They want it.
Forever.
Ever. And now you're going to hide it? Now you're going to suppress it? No. Ingrain it in everything you do. It's a part of you. It's who you are. And listen, you know, Hip Hop Gamer says some wild shit from time to time, but I love the fact that he's of the culture. I love it.
100%.
So he be saying crazy shit. I'm like, this motherfucker saying some crazy ass shit. But at the end of the day, I kind of just like, it's fucked up. But I go along with it because it's like, bro, like we feel like we would understand each other if we, you know what I'm saying? Like he's from the culture,
right?
And he loves gaming. He does. He truly, genuinely loves this shit. It's the perfect blend. I'm watching a lot of people complain about black journalism that hasn't weaved black culture into the fabric of what they do.
Yeah.
They'll turn around, listen to black music, and when they do a video, it's techno music at the beginning. Stop! Knock it the fuck off.
Where all that trap shit you was listening to on your way here?
Where's the trap shit? Dallas is my trap. What you want to call it? Afshiendo, whatever they call that name. Bruh, think about us in a car listening to 100 pounds of trap music, bass rattling our shit, and then the minute we get in front of the camera, we're gonna throw some techno Mortal Kombat music on. That's not the culture. It's not the culture.
Mortal Kombat 11 did use that. What was it, 21 Savage
because
song?
Ed Boon loves the culture.
Yeah, and people were like, why are they playing this? They should have rock music on it.
Fuck
like,
that.
no.
But that's why. You know what? Okay, let's talk about this thing.
Fuck that.
Somebody might not like the way this is put, but this is true. As inclusive as the gaming community likes to act like it is,
yes,
it's not very hood nigga friendly.
No, it's not.
Yep.
Let's just be for real about that part.
Let's keep it real.
And here's proof. Just like you just said, when there's when you hear 21 Savage on Mortal Kombat 11, or rewind back to Mortal Kombat X when you heard Wiz. Both times, oh, why this is, oh nah, this should be better. Mortal Kombat is metal and blah blah blah. I think Ed Boon approved this. This is the man who made it. Why are you telling the man who made Mortal Kombat what he needs to do with Mortal Kombat? But no, it's not none of that. It's not that it was a bad decision. It's because it's a little too hip hoppy, a little too black right there. You know what I mean? Like, the way we speak is seen as aggressive, intimidating in some way or another. we can't dress the way we dress unless somebody else dressed us. You know what I mean? Like we
Right.
can't really be who we are unless they get to point us. And I'm making the day very vague, but you understand what I'm saying? Unless
understand
they
what you mean, yeah.
get to point us in the direction they want us to be in, and then we get to
Yeah.
be used for somebody else's entertainment. It's more about equity. Like these people like us that's doing whatever it is we do, off the sweat of our own backs.
Mhm.
It's a little different than working for somebody else that tells you can.
That's deep.
Yep.
That sucks though, and for real, a lot of the black folks that's saying this, they need to come to that realization. Because I remember when I wanted to get in my culture bag, you know, listen, people can say what they want about the culture, whatever. It's the culture. It is what it is. Black culture is American culture. Whatever. Oh man, why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? Why are you not talking about Mark Cerny every video? Why are you reviewing sneakers? Well, because Nike just invested a lot of money into gaming to make shit for yo nut ass. But you're trying to suppress the culture. I don't want to suppress the culture. I want to advance the culture. I want to put the culture in places that it wasn't before. Lofty idea, want to be one of the first gamers with a Nike deal. Why? Because Nike makes too much fucking money off of us. We influence them. We influence the culture. So we should have parts. It's just how it is.
But see, how is every single industry, how do they react when you come out and say you want parts?
Oh, they said get the fuck out of here.
Glass ceiling.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Always.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it has to start with that kind of conversation that they are afraid to have.
Yes. Okay.
You know what
okay,
I'm saying?
When you say they, right? They. Are you saying they
Those who suppress the culture that could be doing the same thing you're doing.
But it's not the corporations, Jet. It's not the corporation. We just watched Sony tap in and get Travis Scott.
No. The glass ceiling is actually coming from the community.
It's coming from people that look like
Yes.
us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's coming from the community. Yeah,
It's not coming from the
people.
corporations. I'm watching Nike do collabs. I'm watching Adidas do gaming collabs, and nobody responds to it. Not in the manner
Nobody
I would
in the gaming
imagine.
space, you don't hear us talk about it.
That's crazy to me. Or then when I do talk about it, it's like, why would you care? Why you care about that? It's like people want to separate it. Oh, here's the culture I like over here, but here's gaming over here. When I come over here to be a gamer, I want it separate from my culture.
So the gaming space as it pertains to corporate America, that's all fine and dandy and free game to talk about.
Yeah.
But that's all we should talk about?
That's what it feel like. I don't know. I have no idea. It feel like there's this separation. Just people that want to, draw it apart. So on Tuesday morning, I'm into whatever the culture is, I'm into all of that. But Tuesday evening when I jump online and talk about video games, fuck all that culture shit. But then at the same token, that same person would be like, yo, we need more black representation. And I'm like, I'm baffled by that. Like that I don't understand it. I don't get it. Because I thought, us being black representation meant we represent by in injecting the culture into our interest. So say hypothetically, one of us develop a video game. So I'm gonna say Natic. Natic's a smart guy. Not saying that nobody else is smart, but Natic's a smart guy. You know what I'm saying? Listen, Jay, you can go ahead somewhere. You've been talking slick. So hold on. So Natic's a smart guy, right? Natic develops a video game, and I've talked to him. I would imagine his writing would come from a perspective of a person that has lived the black experience. That would influence how he wrote that video game, that story. You feel what I'm saying? So he would automatically inject. You take it easy, Simeon. He would probably inject his experience as a black person into his content, without question. Corey Balrog incorporated being a dad into his shit because him being a new father influenced him to write that story.
Right.
to create that story. Our experiences influence our creativity. So yes, does there need to be more black people in the space? True, for sure. And I'm gonna say something else that people don't like, and black people really ain't gonna like this shit. Let's just keep it a buck. There ain't enough black people that want to be in the shit. At least not yet. So for us, we look around, we looking at each other. You know, outside of Saab, you know, Saab's complimentary brother, right? But we look around and we looking like, damn, like it's nothing but brothers here, right? But in reality, it's still a small circle. It's not a large pool of people to pull from, because it's still not the flattering thing to do. People still want to be athletes. People still want to do music. People still want to do other things in the entertainment space than be in gaming. Even though gaming is multi-billion-dollar industry, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter at all.
It's looked at as a casual hobby.
Yes.
At most, it's looked at as a casual hobby. Because I mean, I didn't know this, and I don't know if it's true, but I don't think he would just put it. I don't think he would just put this out here when he's having this kind of conversation. But Hip Hop Gamer actually said that we contribute more. Our demographic contributes more money to the gaming industry than any other demographic.
I do believe it.
You believe that?
I do too. I do believe it also. I believe it also.
But even then, you still don't have that huge pool of people that want to be involved, that want to be in the creative process. Even when I go to these shows, right? So look, we go to the show. We at PAX, you know, and I see Dallas. I see the Level 1 gaming crew, brothers. Shout out to Citizen Snips, you know, another complimentary brother. So
He just light skinned.
Yeah, he just light skinned. So we you know, I see these brothers here and they working. They're getting busy. They're doing the deal. They're being journalists right in front of my face. I was goofing.
Right.
I was really on some bullshit. I was out here having a blast, doing stupid shit, and they was doing work. Journalistic work. They really were. Interviews. Writing articles. So it ain't like there's no one that wants to do it. But then I look at them and I'm like, guess what? I don't see no other black people in here doing that. Y'all are literally by yourself, right? Even people with cameras. If you're a black person with a camera out, you look like you got 3 eyes. What are you doing, black dude?
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing? You're recording this shit for what? who gonna watch this shit? Like, damn, bro, you really think in my mind, I'm like, you think nobody cares? Wow. None of us, you really think that none of us is into this? You feel what I'm saying? But there has to be more. There has to be somebody that builds that bridge that makes the next group of people feel comfortable. Because that's the problem with us. That's the problem with black people. That's the problem with coming from our neighborhoods and our surroundings, is that we might make other, and I've done it. I'm guilty. I'm not going to front. I'm guilty. Make people feel uncomfortable about their interests. Oh, look at this fucking nerd. Look at this. Look at this fucking guy.
We gotta make it normal amongst ourselves.
I'm half where you are.
Yeah.
We can all say we haven't done it, but we've all done it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we do it to each other.
Listen,
it's just we know what it is when we say it. It's a little different then. But I think
more so than anyone else. Nobody else will tell us. They just show us silently. We will openly say it to each other.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What's that clown shit you doing? Like that's nerd shit.
That's nerd shit, bro. Like what is up with you?
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You gotta have a strong sense of self.
Ass out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like fuck out of here.
With us, it was like, thanks for noticing. I didn't think you did.
For noticing.
Right.
But there's other people out there that don't have that strong sense of self. That's like, dang, you think I'm a nerd? Maybe I should do something else then.
Right.
Like maybe I'm cool if I do something else. But I know it's partially that. But on the other side, I think there's plenty of us that want to do. But there's not enough support, I don't think. Because like, and I don't just mean within us, like people like us that want to do this.
Word.
People outside of that too. Your cousin got an animated series that's dope as hell that he did in his mama basement to make $1 billion off of it.
Right.
Most talented person you know, and you don't support him. You don't retweet the shit that he put on Instagram. You got another. He got a homie
Yep.
that's been making games since he was 12, but you don't retweet his shit. He got a homie that's like it's plenty of us that do it and they do it at a high level. It's just not enough of us that support those things.
That's true. That's true. But also, like
We
I
have to
said,
normalize it, man.
we got to
Yeah.
normalize it. We got to do the dirty work, the leg work, the ground work. And it's not just me; it's a lot of people. We have a very sturdy community. I told you, it made me feel comfortable when I saw other black folks, not just talking about 2K or COD or whatever the popular game was, but getting in depth, talking about indie games and that's where Kurt came into play for me. Because I ain't gonna lie, I might have been on drone time when we first start. Like, I ain't gonna hold you, I was in that bag. I didn't originally start in that bag. But yeah, the trappings of being black in America, it got me. You feel what I'm saying? And he brought me back down to, the oils. It's not incrimination hour. He brought me back down to the oils. You feel what I'm saying? And I was like, you know what, man? I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck what nobody thinks. You feel what I don't care. And that was very, very, very helpful for me just in general in my life. Being open with who I want to be and what I am interested in. I don't care what this person thinks. I don't care what that guy thinks. I don't give a fuck. You feel what I'm saying? I like this shit.
And those people don't usually even have a good frame of reference.
That's true.
Like, there's no reason for me to care about your opinion because you don't really know. You don't even know what you're talking about.
Right, but we do be caring. We can act like we don't care, Dallas, but we care. We give a fuck. We can say, you know what? I don't give a fuck about what nobody's saying. That's a lie. That's a lie. Because we do things for approval. We do things.
God.
I couldn't imagine going live on this podcast and not hoping that somebody enjoys it.
Mm-hmm.
It's
I
just,
love
it's
that.
just how we
Human.
are as people.
That's right.
It's definitely part of just being a human. Even animals
think-
do it.
Yeah.
I think an important thing is to get people to understand that we're all nerds in some aspect. If you know everything about a fucking Ford 340 block engine, you're a nerd. You know
You're a
about
nerd, bro.
camshafts.
You're a
You know
nerd.
about boring cylinders.
Yes.
Like, if you know a lot about cooking.
Yes.
You're a nerd because you know what the mother sauces are. Like, we're all nerds in some respect.
Sure.
So if we get people to kind of understand that, it would take away the negative connotation of someone being super interested in one field.
Well put. Very well put.
And see, and that's the whole thing. It's not about your level of expertise or knowledge in something. It's not about how much you know. It's about what you know about.
For sure.
Because I have an encyclopedia in my head about basketball, but I've never been a nerd about that. I've never been a nerd about that until I brought up video games, until I brought up Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah, true.
When I say Final Fantasy VII is my favorite game of all time, that's when I become a nerd.
Yeah, it's
Not the
fucked up.
fact that I know Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's win-loss record all the way up from high school to the NBA.
You're absolutely a nerd if you know that.
Nerd.
I'm
You're
a
a
Send me a
fucking
wallet.
nerd, bro.
Send me your wallet in the mail.
Nerd. You know what I'm saying?
You're a fucking nerd if you know that. That's true. That's true. I'm a boxing nerd.
You know what I'm
Everybody
saying?
knows
You're
I'm a boxing
You're a
nerd.
nerd for both. Yeah.
Everybody know I'm a
You can
boxing
be a
nerd.
nerd for cool things.
I've never got criticized for being a boxing nerd. Like, I never listen.
Right.
I'm talking about when I mean boxing nerd. Like, you've talked. We know. You know I'm a huge boxing
all
nerd.
the time. Yeah.
Right.
Right.
So, never once got criticized for it. I remember being in a boxing gym, and it was right around the time the new consoles came out. I think that the Xbox had just came out, and the PlayStation was coming out a few days later. And it was a dude in the gym. I'm not gonna say his name, and I ain't gonna lie. I had to flex on him. I had to stun on him because it felt disrespectful what he was saying. So I had to stun him. But Good Buddy was like, yeah, you like motherfucker standing in line for a video game, and he was talking real heavy. So I had to let him know that he get punched in his head for money. I had to remind him how he earned his scratch. You get punched in the head for money. You can be talking with the thick thing if you don't do your job. So that dude that's standing in line getting his game on, he gonna be talking real clear in 10 years. you might get beat the fuck up tomorrow. You think that's flattering? See, and this is what everybody say, why you so technical? Fuck all that. Fuck all that. Oh, well, I'm gonna go be a rapper. You know rappers get raped like hookers? That that happens?
Fact.
But that's cool. Got you. So sometimes you just gotta let people know the real. And when people get that understanding, they'll leave you the fuck alone. They'll leave you the fuck alone. Cause good buddy left. He dipped. He's, I don't want to talk to you no more. He just told me I'm gonna get brain damage. I don't want to talk to you no more. You feel what I'm saying? And we can't let people dictate our interests. You feel what I'm saying? That
He said, "Damn, double homicide."
I mean, fuck it, man. It is what it is, man. Like we can't let that dictate our interests, man, and where we, see ourselves as people. Because at the end of the day, man, we're all servants. So as long as we taking care of what we need to take care of, enjoy your game. Enjoy someone's art, someone's creativity. Enjoy it, right? And what we're going to do is we're going to put it on a pedestal so the next generation of people that come, after us could look at us and say, you know what? I don't feel bad about my interests. I don't feel bad about paying for, a ticket to go see Demon Slayer in the theater.
Right.
That should be fine.
I can't wait to watch that shit, man.
That should be A-okay. And shouldn't nobody judge you for it. You feel what I'm saying? But we got to do that work. And I don't think that work's going to happen if we're sitting there crying and complaining about black journalism. And I'm going to keep it live with y'all. I'm going to look in the camera and say this. Let me get my mic together. This ain't directed towards none of y'all. This is directed towards some of these jokers out here. Y'all crying because y'all want free shit. Yeah. You want free shit. So you're blaming on the fact that you're black that you ain't getting free shit. Don't fuck it up for me. Don't fuck it up for Dallas and Level 1. Don't fuck it up for Jet. No. Don't pin it on the fact that it's a black thing. It's a you thing. You want to go to E3. That's cool. Don't blame the fact that you ain't going because you black. Do the work. This ain't easy. There's none of this easy. It looked like we just sitting here having fun, but we were trying to create and do cool shit so people can like what we do. It ain't fucking easy. And that free copy of Returnal you trying to get, you fucking cocksucker. You fucking cocksucker. Don't blame that on the fact that you black, that you didn't get it. And that's the problem I saw when I saw a lot of people talking about this. Because those people don't even carry the culture on the back with them when they walk into these doors. You feel what I'm saying? I'm the one that get ridiculed for being too black, for having rap all in my shit. For wearing jewelry. Like everybody don't wear jewelry. What the fuck is wrong with people, right? Straight up, man. Just do the fucking work, man. Just do the work. Enjoy the work. And you'll have better work. Stop blaming on the fact that you black. Because you devaluing other black creators. That shit gotta stop, man. I'm off my high horse, man. Y'all got anything to add to that, man? We can move on to
Also
talking
well
about
said.
fucking Mortal Kombat or some shit like that, man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm off my high horse for the evening.
It's all good, man. It's been a long, arduous ride.
You have an IPA. That's an IPA you were sipping on, ain't it?
Yes.
A long, arduous ride. Very eloquent, sir. So, with that being said, y'all don't mind if I move on, do you? We will revisit this in the future. We will have Dallas. You know, I got to get Professor X on here.
Yep.
Cause listen, me and him talked, and he look. I think he would enjoy this conversation. I know he's not listening now. He probably would debate, old bastard. But he probably would enjoy that conversation. And I promise you, this is something me, Jet, we talk about all the time. You feel what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
like I said, it's not going nowhere. It'll be around for a while. We'll revisit it in the future. But with that being said, hopefully everybody, heard it and got something from it, from what we were talking about. But with that being said, let's jump back into some bullshit. That being, Warner Brothers released Mortal Kombat on Friday. We're going to talk a lot about movies and TV for this segment. Like, this is going to carry us into the end of the show. Because a lot of good shit and some not so good shit came out this week. Now, I want to start with Mortal Kombat because I was hyped for Mortal Kombat. Not hyped like I'm going to see, Martin Scorsese direct a martial arts film and shit like that. Martin. But, I did, I thought I was going to watch something I enjoyed, right? And I don't know if I was like overhyped. I don't know what it was. I want to say it was because that I watched Invincible and the Falcon and the Winter Soldier beforehand, that when I got to Mortal Kombat, I was like, yeah, it was cool. And then I watched it again today.
So you've seen it twice now.
Oof.
Mortal Kombat?
Oh, man.
Yeah. I have one major complaint about that movie. And then after, it's not the writing.
Before we get into the minutia, right?
Okay.
I want everyone to give their we can call it a rating. Listen, Dallas, so we rate everything in gold chains, right? So 5 gold chains out of 5 is a fucking masterpiece. 4 out of 5 is really good. 3 out of 5 is tolerable. 2 out of 5, hey man, you about to kick some rocks. And 1 out of 5, hey listen man, eat a dick. But that's pretty much the rating system. I personally would give Mortal Kombat 3 out of 5 gold chains.
Okay, so if this is why I don't ever, when I review games, I never actually give it a score.
I've noticed that. I've noticed that, and you're a smart man.
That's for a reason, because I talk about what I cared about in it, and then I leave the rest to be. Okay. But for the sake of the Gold Chain Gamer Show, I'm gonna have to give it 2. I'm gonna have to give it how I felt about it, and then how other people would probably feel about it. So
for sure,
in the sake of other people, I have to give it 3 out of 5 gold chains. It's worth watching if you're a Mortal Kombat fan. If you're not a Mortal Kombat fan, but a martial arts fan, you're gonna like it a little less, but it's probably still worth the watch. If you're not a fan of either, just stay home. Now, for me, it'll probably go up to a good 4 out of 5 gold chains.
Wow.
Because I'm a very big Mortal Kombat fan.
Okay.
And a very big Mortal Kombat fan, played every single game, continue to play most of them. And I'll probably go back and play Sub-Zero, Mortal Kombat Mythology Sub-Zero.
See, you're a different guy, man. You're a different dude, bro.
Because we had this conversation about that game as to where did we have rose-tinted glasses, and was it hard because the jumps was fucking stupid, or was it hard because the actual fighting was hard?
Right.
So, anyway, for me, I'm a super big Mortal Kombat fan, and I think the movie was what it was supposed to be. It's like this generation's Mortal Kombat Annihilation. And as a fan, I love Mortal Kombat Annihilation. It ain't winning no Oscars no time soon,
right?
But it was my cup of tea.
Oh my god!
Great movie. That's my guy right there, bro.
Why did you do this?
Sorry,
Dallas?
sorry.
Why?
Continue.
Why did you empower this man?
But it's a good one to talk about with fans. And like you said, when we get into the minutia of it, I'm sure people will understand why.
Okay.
Because they might have, Cole Young might be a little bitch, but his wife was a gangster.
Right.
It balances out.
It balances out. Sobski, did you watch Mortal Kombat?
I did indeed. Watched it in Dolby Vision, Dolby Atmos, all the good shit.
All the good stuff.
Sob with the good sound.
And the thing is,
right?
The funny thing is, it wasn't even available in the UK when it came out.
So how did you get all that good shit? How did you get that? Okay, all right, my bad. It's not discrimination hour yet. My bad. I'm sorry.
It's surprisingly easy.
Sob, carry on. I
apologize.
I apologize.
Pollen count, my bad, man. It's the pollen.
What would you rate Mortal Kombat from your viewing?
Probably, considering I was intoxicated, probably a good, maybe 3.5.
Okay, 3.5. That's coming from someone who's not the biggest Mortal Kombat fan. Okay. Did you like the
But
martial
I am
arts?
more of a, oh shit, it's Fnatic. Oh, he's bringing out the bong and shit.
Oh yeah, they get busy, man. That's why I'm glad we on this format. But
I wish I had a bong on me now.
None of. All right, cool. Nobody saw that though.
but
Oh,
okay.
I saw it. I saw it now.
Yeah, I
lost
saw
my
it
train
too.
of thought. What was I saying? Oh, I'm a big martial arts fan though, so.
You like the martial arts in the movie?
No, I'm a big fan of martial arts, like films. So,
Okay. Mm-hmm.
but that's probably why it's a bit not that good. Because some of the choreography was quite cool.
Some
So,
of
some
it
of the
was
fights were
just
like
not
way better than
Touching on what my problem with the movie was.
Okay.
But it was so inconsistent.
Oof.
Like
Yeah, it's just
nasty, man. Some nasty shit.
Natick.
Also, no character development.
None. Zero character development.
Like where there should have been, there was not
No.
in a glaring area.
Fucking Cole, man. Goddamn Cole.
If they didn't call each other by their names the entire time, I would have had no idea who anybody was. When they were talking to someone one to one, they'd be like, "Oh man, it's hot out here, Sonya Blade." Like they kept doing that, like because I had no connection to the character.
All right, I'm Kano, mate.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Also, this is a rare situation where I think Ronda Rousey would have been better.
As
They should
Sonya,
have probably got Ronda
Sonya,
Rousey.
she'd have been good as Sonya.
maybe, but
She was in the game, right?
so okay, Natick, how many gold chains out of 5 would you get?
I'm gonna give it, like, honestly, I'm gonna give it 2.5. Not Dookie gold rope, but the rope the chain you buy from the dude on the subway at 1
Canal
a.m.
Street chain. Got you.
But the thing is, you put like a locket your grandmother had for nostalgia on the chain,
Okay.
so that makes you keep it.
Right.
That's what that movie was to me.
Even if your neck is
That
turning
makes it
green.
worth it.
Yeah, my neck is green, man. I got bubbles. It looks like a Nestle Crunch bar, like right there on my neck. But it feels, but the nostalgia keeps me there. Like it keeps it on my neck. My neck is burning right now. But
Might be all for worse.
I got my grandma's locket right here.
Right.
Like it's her and my grandfather kissing in Times Square or whatever. That's here. That's nostalgia, and that kept me going.
Right.
But as far as the infection, like I just dealt with it.
Shang
Like
Tsung
that's why I
took
give
the soul of
it.
your
I give it
chain.
2.5. Late night Subway purchase gold chain.
With no links, no links to the joint. Yeah. You gotta hold this shit together on your neck. Okay, all right. So
And his improvisation's incredible. Man.
Jet, Mortal Kombat,
How
man.
the fuck do I follow that?
I don't know. That was great. What do you think about the movie, man?
All right. I'll just start by answering your question. I give it 2.5 also.
Okay.
I give it 2.5 also, which is the absolute worst place that I could have put this movie.
Okay.
Because to me, it wasn't good enough to be considered a good movie. And it wasn't bad enough to be Mortal Kombat Annihilation type of legendary.
Right. It wasn't fun. It didn't
No,
have
it's-
that charm to it.
That makes it even worse.
It had nothing. So now it's completely forgettable to me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
It's absolutely a forgettable movie. And I think that's the worst
Even though
part.
there are things that I like. There are things that I like, but there are so many more things that I don't like about it.
For sure. One of the things being Cole Young. Cole Young is the protagonist of this movie. He's the main character. A lot of things in the movie is centered around him. And to be honest with you, a lot of people was like, "Well, I don't know who the fuck Cole is." I was okay with that because I knew what he was. I knew what he meant to the story.
He was
Yeah.
he was like our
Avatar
view,
for the
he was
viewer.
our view.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was the avatar for us. But in that being
We
said,
didn't need one though.
yeah, because it's an ensemble movie. It's an ensemble cast. Even though, like, okay, you take a movie like Avengers, right? Take Infinity War. Even though we can sit and say, oh man, they got the Guardians of the Galaxy. It's fucking about Iron Man. Like, it's an Iron Man movie. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's the main character. It's an ensemble cast, but it's built around him. The
That's
3-act
true.
structure
No.
is built around him.
But you know Iron Man going in.
True.
Whereas they didn't put like fucking Lava Girl into the Avengers.
For sure, Sahab. That is true.
Or fucking Shark Boy.
Right.
Shark. That's probably the equivalent of Cole Young.
I don't look at it as that bad. God damn. So your rating might be a little off. You sure you ain't in that two and a half?
I mean,
that's
for a protagonist in a Mortal Kombat movie. For the thing that you know him for when the movie starts is getting his ass beat. I don't know if that's a good place to start.
Right.
Nah.
This is Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
I mean, are we going to be going? Is this no spoilers?
I mean, what the fuck are you really going to spoil? To be honest,
like we all know the character.
Let's really think about it. Like, what are you spoiling? Sub-Zero killed Scorpion. He killed Scorpion.
The fact that he has to, that his power up is
him getting his ass
beaten up.
Yeah,
that's kind of stupid.
I mean, but that whole arc of how they got powers was dumb as shit, wasn't it? Like
it was stupid. It was really stupid.
They could have just not explained.
Why did they call it a birthmark? They should have just called it a tattoo.
Oh man!
Can I just say? I'm sorry, y'all. This isn't really a spoiler. Everyone knows Jax has robot arms. Mm-hmm. He's fighting a guy in the Nether Realm or whatever. And
no, he wasn't in another realm. He was he was in Raiden's cave, bro.
Okay, he was in Raiden's cave. And supposedly magic powers create hydraulic arms. Like that's the part I don't understand. Like his arms are transforming. It's like hydraulic components.
Hey, they made Jax magic.
Yeah, and them joints went from crackhead to Brock Lesnar because he was scared.
Because he was scared. He was shook. He said, "I gotta pick up a rock, y'all. Plot device." Now I got arms. That shit was stupid. Oh my god,
activate.
Y'all see him make that sound when he transforms?
Yeah, he turned into a transformer. Oh man, that shit was so stupid to me.
Man, I'm not gonna lie, I loved it.
Though.
That type of shit is why we watch movies. It's why I watch movies.
You know what?
It's either gonna be amazing or it's gonna be dumb as hell.
But see, I didn't get that. I didn't get that from it. I was just like, this is just dumb. Like.
Wait about 5 years.
Wait about. Got a good
Boss
point.
Dynamics.
You got a good point. We're definitely going to have to revisit this in 5 years and then be like, look, man.
Hopefully, I'm guessing there's going to be a sequel within the 5 years too.
I don't know,
Hell
man. I don't know. It's WB though.
Definitely.
WB kills.
Hopefully, we can actually get the tournament part.
WB kills the fuck out of movies. Look at how many people sat there and cried and clawed for a Snyder cut. Just for them to just turn around and be like, guess what, y'all? I don't care if you like this movie. We not doing another motherfucking thing with Zack Snyder. So y'all can go in and kick rocks.
But they made that decision beforehand, though.
That's true.
They made that decision beforehand. They said, y'all getting this Snyder cut and this is it, regardless of how well it do or how bad it do.
Like,
they made that decision up front. They made that decision based off the original Justice League that we ain't going forward with this shit.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Mortal Kombat has already been received better than that.
That is true too. And I don't see. You know what's crazy? I don't know for sure because the numbers haven't come out. But it feels like outside of the, because the Snyder Cut was promoted well, right? Would you say like it was a well promoted movie? People were very aware that it was coming out. And when it came out, a lot of people was talking about it. It was trending.
That might just be a perception though, because like we're in the loop. Maybe
That's
not
true.
Everyone was in the loop.
That is also true.
Hype around that movie before people actually confirm the existence of
it. So, and that movie didn't pull in the viewers that they expected to, right? Now you take Mortal Kombat.
I think it was the worst performing film of theirs so far.
Well, they said in the time period, you had Godzilla and Kong, Judas and the Black Messiah, which I thought was a really good movie. Those movies actually did better. And I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I need to see some numbers because I have a hard time believing that Judas and the Black Messiah did better than Justice League for some reason. Even though I like the movie way better. Like, I will watch that again. I'm never watching that Justice League movie again.
Never, ever, ever.
No. It's done.
Never, ever, ever.
I don't need to see numbers because I don't care.
Damn, son. Way to shut the shit down. God damn.
I've seen the film.
I mean,
now.
but I
don't
can
need to
kind
see
of
a sequel.
understand that because despite the fact that it is, you know, the Snyder cut, and that is very popular, a whole lot of people that just have HBO Max might have just thought that it was just
like
some
a
type
director's
of
cut.
ultimate edition of what they already saw 4 years ago.
Yeah, I can see it.
And then when they see
You know
it's
what I'm
4 hours
saying?
long.
Like they might have, like, people who are like casually just users of the fucking app, they might have just confused it for what they already saw and hate it.
Right.
Mind you.
That's true.
What they already have bad memories of.
That's true.
I mean, anybody.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it was a victim of its reputation.
Anybody who goes through life oblivious of a WB project that big probably don't have all them great taste in movies.
Real shit.
And if you're that cash about it, if you see the 4-hour runtime of that movie, you're like, nah, I'm good. Like, this is just too much for me.
I feel you.
If you're an intellectual, you do it in 2 sittings.
I watched the motherfucking one. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I sat there for 4 hours and watched that shit. I went to the bathroom and, you know, got something to eat and stuff like that. But, you know,
Better than me. I broke that up.
she said I broke it up. You broke it up.
Yeah, I broke it up.
I
It
did
was
2
two
days.
sittings. Two sittings.
I watched it in one sit.
I thought it was the best way to do it, I heard. So.
But out of the, you know, a lot of people giving Warner Brothers flack for releasing their shit on the streaming service, you know, just for Disney to turn around and do the same thing. Disney foul though. They charge you $30 to watch that shit.
Yeah, first
Like, you don't already pay subscription fee. Yep.
Shit.
Yeah.
That's hard.
premium.
I
be
might as well
fair,
go to
they
the
did
fucking
give away
movies
some.
and risk COVID for that money. Shit. Shout out to Dana
They
White.
gave away, they
Damn.
gave away Soul on Christmas, right?
Damn.
I went to go see Tenet in the movies.
You are a bad motherfucker, huh?
It was cool.
man.
That's what I do, man. I went in with the spacesuit on.
Yeah.
Can I just say what my main
Fucking
problem with Mortal
awesome.
Kombat was?
Yes.
The choreography was too dancey. It was. I've done like stage fighting, and it is a dance,
Yes.
but it's supposed to be shitty because you're doing Shakespeare in the summer.
I got you.
If you have a major motion picture, it should be dancing where it's like kind of like salsa dancing with 2 professionals. It looks so fluid, you don't know it's just happening.
Yeah.
The fighting
You're
looked
supposed to see
too
impact.
choreographed.
For sure.
Like it looked like people were like in 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2.
They was
Like
doing
that's what it
aerobics.
looked, that's what the fight scenes look like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they knew exactly what was coming next, and you could tell.
True. I thought it was too many cuts. I think the best fighting scenes in movies is when you get those long shots where they
Panning
don't cut.
shots or the long with the 2 characters right in the middle.
Or they just don't cut. They just don't cut to another angle. They just let the guys go at it, and that feels
I mean,
natural,
with most-
Hallway fights.
right? Like the Raid. You know, if you ever watched the Raid, there
Yes.
isn't many cuts in the fights. The fights
No.
are just one long shot. You know, some dude on the gimbal just running around 2 dudes rumbling, and it's just like, yo, it just feels natural. Or
Sorry.
And Sub-Zero was it from the Raid too. I think he was
yeah,
the brother.
for sure. Mhm.
That's what I
Yeah.
mean, and they were the best choreographed fights of the film. So I don't think that's not a
Coincidence,
anomaly.
Sub-Zero
It's
was
not
one of the few highlights of the movie.
for sure.
Absolutely.
But I
I'm
think
glad
if
I'm glad they redubbed the Get Over Here as well, because that sounded shit in the trailer.
did it. Yes, it sounded horrible in the trailer.
Yeah, it was
I
like,
mean,
Get
the
Over
final
Here.
movie wasn't that great, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like,
It was
I
better
didn't-
than the last. It was better than the trailer, though, in my opinion.
Yeah, I was kind of.
Like, it sounded more like the original, in my opinion.
It just didn't feel hard hitting. The combat didn't feel hard hitting. I don't know if any of y'all ever watched the Tony Jaa movie, The
Yes,
Protector.
Ombak. Warrior
Umbach.
King.
Umbach was
Oh
awesome.
my!
He looks like he elbows and knees the shit. I would never want to be on set with this motherfucker,
But
man.
it looks like he does, because he does. That's the thing.
He's not
You-
elbowing me on the top of my head, bro. Like, I'm not letting you do that.
Well,
That's
Jackie
crazy.
Chan takes like real hits and all that.
But it
And,
looks
like, real
good
moments.
though. His shit looks good. You know what
What?
I mean?
The dude that
Oh,
plays
he's
Kung
been
Lao
doing-
is on the Jackie Chan school. So he gets the Jackie Chan cosign. So
Man,
he's-
Shang Tsung, Paul, suck the soul out
Sure,
that motherfucker.
Oh man.
Shang Tsung, boy, I don't know what he was into, man. He was into that Pornhub OnlyFans side of the game. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
I don't know what the hell Shang Tsung was on.
I forgot who it was that said it, but man, somebody from all the way across in another fight said, "Oh, he's about to suck the soul out of him."
It was Cabal. It was Cabal.
Come on.
Cabal, yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, man, what is up with this fucking rating, bro? Like, yo, like,
Raiden
He
didn't
said,
do
I heard that happened
it
once.
was about to
Raiden
feel how
didn't do
it
shit
feels.
this whole time. Even a little barrier. The one time he did something, that barrier, that shit got broke down quick.
yeah, that barrier, they got
As
that
if y'all
fuck
didn't
outta
know to watch out for fucking Kano. Like y'all didn't
Yeah, how
know to
about
watch the
that,
dude
right?
with one eye.
Yeah, the dude
there. Yeah,
with
you
one
know
eye.
who's shiesty.
Pooh Shiesty over there. Yup.
They did
Yup.
set it up for a sequel. Though.
They
There's
did.
going to be a sequel.
They
I
set
mean-
up
I
the
mean-
new Cybot thing real slick. Like,
Listen, Justice League set up a sequel, bro. We never gonna see that movie.
Nah, we gonna get a Mortal Kombat sequel.
Shit
Everybody in that
happens,
movie's hungry, bro.
and I
so
don't,
y'all
I
go
don't,
support Mortal Kombat
I don't,
so we can get a sequel.
I don't trust WB. WB is not to be trusted with any property that they have because they'll reboot the shit out of something. Look, Mortal Kombat is sitting on the shelf for 20 more years, and then some schmuck will come along and that person to try to make a new movie. They don't value their properties like the way Marvel does. Marvel value their property so much that if it's a property they don't even own, they will shit on you until they do.
They brought back Iron Man at the lowest point of his career. At the
Yeah.
lowest point of his popularity as an IP, they brought him back.
You said they
And then
bought.
launched a whole universe out after it.
Listen, you went that far. They purposely shit on the X-Men to
Yep.
smoke them out
Yep.
just so they can acquire them later. They
X-Men
fucked the
and
franchise
Fantastic
up.
Same
Four,
thing,
yeah.
exactly. Same thing with
That's some
Fantastic
mafia
Four.
shit.
Man, Disney is
Wait,
ruthless.
do they have the licenses for X-Men?
Yeah, they got them now after nobody
Yeah,
gave a
they-
fuck
yeah,
about
okay.
them.
They
Finally, we can get some
couple
other
years
good shit, man. Some other good.
After the
fight.
X-Men
couple years
died
ago.
off and shit, nobody care about the X-Men no more. Motherfuckers is Avengers out now. And then you go like, you know what? They're finally dead. Now we can do something with them.
we could do something. Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
fucked up, man.
It's
But I look at it
fucked
like
up,
this.
man.
Look, WB, if you're listening, which you're not, but I hope you are. If you're listening, if y'all don't give us a second Mortal Kombat, go ahead and drop Injustice 3.
That should happen anyway. Why we gotta
Yeah,
ask
that's
for
definitely-
that?
Yeah, that shouldn't be an either or.
Why do we have to ask for Injustice 3 when that shit should just be happening? Because the first two games are successful as shit. What are we waiting for?
That's true. But if I gotta get one or the other, go ahead and drop it.
Because Injustice 2 was fire to me. You know what I'm saying?
It
But-
was. Injustice 1 was dope and 2 just went.
Just
Way over.
above and beyond, man. You know what I mean? So I would love to see another realm get another crack at, DC characters and shit like that. But fuck, they got the movie department got to put out these fucking movies, man. We need that Mortal Kombat sequel need to be in development. I'm talking about 2 years. 2 years.
Yeah, I think we're going to get one. I think we're going to get probably around 3.
We gonna
They
get
should
it.
have kicked one out
We
next
gonna
year.
get it.
Next year should have been the time for another Mortal Kombat movie.
No,
If I were them, I
no.
would-
Yes,
that's too
yes,
soon. That's too
yes.
soon.
Give them time to
No,
cook.
you don't
Yeah.
need time
Give
to
them
let it
time to
simmer.
cook. They need to go back to the
No,
drawing
it doesn't
board.
need to simmer.
need
It's
to
not
go
a
back-
roux. It's not a roux. Just let them have. Just keep
Oh.
bringing them out.
No, no.
It's not a fucking steak. It's a
No.
fucking Happy Meal.
We don't
mate.
need them
It's a
doing the
Happy
Call
Meal.
of Duty formula, bro. No,
Yeah,
no.
good point,
Give
good
them
point.
time.
Very good
Give
point.
them. Let them.
How
cook.
much
Let
more
them go
can you
back to the
expand
I
drawing
don't know,
board.
man. Because look,
How
the
much more
first
can you
one,
expand on the universe?
you have
It's
to
not about
expect them to
expanding
get
the
worse.
universe. It's about doing correcting things you did wrong.
Yeah.
They
ain't
did
gonna
so
do that.
much wrong that they need to correct.
They definitely did a lot of
Almost.
shit wrong.
I think
They
I
did
think
Goro
need to
dirty
play
in that
the screen.
movie, man. Goro's supposed to be some badass dude,
Goro,
man.
Claymation.
He got
how
fucked
is
up in a
Goro
barn.
the man's first win.
Bro, he got
How
fucked
is
up in a
that-
barn.
He got his first win on Goro.
In a
How is that
barn.
happen?
Yeah.
Yeah,
In a barn.
yeah,
And ain't Goro the previous tournament champion?
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, yeah.
They
So the
did make a
dude that's
Mortal
known for
Kombat
getting his
2
ass
movie.
beat,
It's Mortal Kombat 2. That's what the movie was.
so
Those
dude
are all
known for getting
the-
his ass beat, like, who, mind you, his wife was the one that got the best shot on him.
Yeah, she hit with the axe. Yeah.
Like, and then
I need a
and then
ride or
the card
die
didn't do nothing.
chick.
That axe was was the best shot. Like, you mean that dude just beat the previous Mortal Kombat champion wearing literal plot armor?
Facts.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
But
The main character. It's the main
He
character.
did have the Dollar General armor on.
You could see the creases, like you could see the rubber of the
So
it was a last minute costume.
It was like a very Black Lightning on that show.
Yeah.
This man had the Party City get up.
But he beat Goro. They beat Goro. Like his wife was like the rider.
His wife and his kids beat Goro.
They beat Goro. You're right. They.
That shit was,
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that motherfucker can't win a fight without somebody else.
He was there. I mean, that guy counted for something, right?
He was getting his ass beat by Melina till Sonya came and helped him.
yeah.
His daughter
Then he
had
was
to tell him
getting his
what to
ass
do.
beat by Sub-Zero.
Sub-Zero put a foot in
Until
his ass
Scorpion
until
came back.
Scorpion came back. Yeah.
Yeah, my man does get hands. He does.
All across America.
He can't fight, man.
bro. He can't fight.
At some point, you just gotta stop.
Oh man, he should not be one of Earth's champions,
I
man.
need,
He
to
knew it.
practice
He
some
gave up. He was like,
HTML5 or something.
I appreciate y'all, man. I'm going home. And went home.
He went home, bro.
He just
Got
left.
their powers.
After seeing a dude shoot a fireball, I probably would have stayed a little bit. Just like, I have to see what this is about.
Man, I would have been like Kano. Hey, what's up on them superpowers? When I'm gonna get mine? Am I getting them yet? Like, I would have been like Kano.
But see, y'all don't know. Cole had to get his ass whooped to know he had powers, though, man. That's because his powers is I
Yeah,
get
he got
stronger the more my ass get whooped.
He turned into a snakeskin
Who
shit.
wrote this shit, bro?
That's what he turned into.
Fucking wrote this
Who
character,
wrote
man.
this, man. This is why they can't come out with a movie next year. That's why
That's
they need
Fair
to go
enough,
back.
Chad.
That's true. Because I would say this, man. You know, I give a lot of people flack about that first movie, right? Because it's a lot of shit people love about that first movie that I'm like, get the fuck out of here. The fact that the theme is techno music. Bro, no one gets their ass whipped to techno music, man. They get high to techno music. Motherfuckers
Yeah.
do acid and ecstasy to techno music.
Glow
Nobody
sticks,
does
man.
martial
Glow
arts
sticks.
to techno music.
Terry
People are like,
Crews.
Terry Crews. Nobody just is like, yo, man, I will beat the shit out of you to some techno music. Like,
Yeah, true that.
it's not it, man. But people love that theme because they got the nostalgia lenses on. So they like, yo, man, that techno music from the first movie, that shit was amazing. That shit was trash. I don't care what y'all say. I don't give a fuck what you like. That shit is garbage. I dare you to play that shit in your car driving down the street right now. I dare you. Like, shit is trash. The fight scene,
But just because I don't play some music in my car don't mean I think it's trash though.
that
You
shit
be
is
around
trash.
the crib with the fucking
I can
Bluetooth
respect
speaker.
it for what it is because I love the Doom soundtrack, but I ain't gonna play that in my car either.
Yeah, but that went with what the
That's
fuck
metal,
was happening
though.
on the screen, though, man.
That's
Like,
good metal though.
When
But even if it didn't, I can appreciate good music. Like we're musicians,
Man,
We can appreciate music.
you know for a fact that fucking music don't go with the shit that's happening on the screen.
It all right. It don't go with what was going on. It don't go with the fights. But you can't say the song was trash.
That shit was trash, man.
The song wasn't trash. It wasn't trash.
It was
Mortal
nostalgic. It
Kombat.
became nostalgic.
It became nostalgic because, you know, it reflected a time where, like, we were shocked that we got video game music movies back then. You feel what I'm saying?
Yes.
It was
Yes.
like, oh shit, they making a movie about a video game. Wow. Now it's not so rare that happens. It's more common. We just watched Godzilla fight King Kong in a blockbuster film. You know what I mean? Shit be happening now. You know, Zack Snyder got his fucking cut of a movie out. Shit happens now that we don't expect to happen because it's just a different time now. So, yeah, like Mortal Kombat happened in the 1996 or whenever it came out. 95. Yeah, okay. It having techno music and shit. All right, cool. In reality, when you go back and watch that movie and that shit, Sonya, Johnny Cage, and then they running down the names of the characters to this
Pretty good
fucking
impression.
techno beat, that shit is stupid. It's like, yo, this is whack. This is bullshit.
Yeah, but that's what makes it good.
It's pretty whack.
Exactly.
Like thinking about it. It's so bad it's
Exactly.
good. Looking back on it.
Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
Oh my, here you go with this bullshit, man.
One thing I'm thankful for.
Here we come for.
I'm just
It
glad
is a
wasn't
movie
Dragon
that
Ball
is
Evolution.
so horrible that it's a classic.
I mean, I be laughing at that shit, man. Especially like Sector and Cyrax's suits. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
they got the
man.
football pads. It should be real flappy and shit. You be like, bro,
Yeah, the dirt bike pad.
the dirt bike pads on this shit.
They got the Alpine Fox pads on, man. Are you about to do a big jump, or are you fighting a ninja? Like
That
what's
shit
happening
is
here?
so
I'm gonna
bad,
do a big jump
man.
while fighting an engine.
I just think that we just look at it with those, rose tinted glasses, like, because we were kids. I was a kid when that came out. So there's a part of those movies, like,
I was -2.
oh, you wasn't even fucking born yet. That's insane, Zob. You know what I mean? I remember going to the movies, man, and when Liu Kang fought Reptile and the announcer said, Reptile, everybody in the movies was like, oh my God! Everybody went crazy, bro. That shit was wild, man.
Are you in Cheltenham?
Of course I was in Cheltenham, man.
All right, that's what I'm talking about.
Bro, they had niggas doing flips and shit and doing Mortal Kombat shit before
Yeah.
they went to movies, man.
I remember.
They did
Those were the
Reptile
days.
dirty in this movie.
I was there.
Yo, they did, bruh.
They did everybody dirty. Let's keep it a buck. Only person
they
that
did
got
Sub-Zero
justice
right.
was Sub-Zero. That was it.
Luke Kang
They
was
made
Luke Kang was
Sub-Zero
cool, too.
nemesis.
Facts.
Mm-hmm.
Facts. In reality, right? The
That's
perfect,
a good point.
The
Kung
perfect
Lao had that
plot.
Jay Leno chin.
The perfect plot
Yeah,
for
he
this
did.
movie happened in the first
Yeah, he
7
did.
to 10 minutes. You know what I mean?
A motherfucker was a half crescent.
Cleft the boy chin wonder.
Man, that shit is foul, man. But okay, Mortal Kombat, not the best entertainment you can watch this weekend, but luckily enough, there was other good shit on. So I want to talk about 2 of the better things that I watched this weekend. First, of course, I want to start off with Marvel, Disney Plus, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, or should we say, Captain America and the Winter Soldier. Ooh, did that
Respect on his name, bro.
did that burn a lot of motherfuckers up? Papa Doc with the shield, Lord,
With the comic outfit.
with the comic outfit, the
Right.
comic accurate.
I'm surprised
outfit.
how comics accurate it was.
Really good stuff. Really good stuff. So I watched the whole series. We've been talking about it every week since it came out. We do our little wrap up, for it. So series finale. Is it series or season? I would say it's series. It's over.
I
I
would think.
mean, it's
series.
looking like
They
might-
say it's
Like a one
series.
season thing, like one
It's
season.
leading into a movie, so
Okay. All right.
they talking
Captain
about
America 4 is on the way.
So he ain't going back to the TV screen now.
But I do respect the series finale instead of season finale. The series finale, you can get a good story together in like 8 or 9 episodes and end it. Whereas season finale, it gets to a point where you're just trying to fill in things.
It's very
But
Walking Dead.
But with Marvel here, luckily they have giant studios, so the continuation, like the OVA and anime, is going to be the movie. There's going to be an Anthony Mackie Captain America movie. And
That's
it's
going to
gonna
be
it's already
season.
in the
That's
works,
basically
yeah.
going to be
It's going to
season.
be
2.
fucking dope.
Wild. That is wild. So, all right, I'm going to go around the panel and get y'all gold chains on this last episode. For me, one, I just about, I ain't gonna say loved. I liked every episode, and as a whole, I loved it. As a entire thing, I loved it as a well-rounded. There was episodes that I liked more than others and less than others, but as a whole,
Right.
I loved the whole thing. I actually wound up liking this more than WandaVision. I thought WandaVision ended in like a very weird way. Like I didn't fully enjoy the ending to WandaVision the way I enjoyed the ending to this. And a lot of people are going to say, Sin, you're black. Of course you loved it, right? You loved that. And you could be right.
You're damn right.
I can't just totally just dispel that notion because I definitely, felt some type of way. The whole Isaiah Bradley storyline, the fact that, the questions he had in himself, being a black person as Captain America or the face of the superhero community, so to speak. I enjoyed all of that. But to be honest with you, there were some things I didn't necessarily like as much as others, right? And we're going to talk a little bit about that, and I'm going to ask y'all some questions. But first off, as a whole, as a series, I'm gonna give Falcon and the Winter Soldier 4.8 gold chains out of 5. It's almost perfect to me. Jet, what do you give this?
4.8 sounds good. I'll just go 4.5. I'll just go 4.5.
Okay, Sobsky 117. What would you give?
I'll give it a good 4.5 out of 5 as well.
Solid. Natick, you watched every episode we talked about.
I've watched every episode, and that's I know the Captain America thing. 5 out of 5.
Damn.
Gold link down to the dick.
Damn. Prodigy from Mob Deep chain.
Dude,
huh?
it's
shit.
Dude, it didn't start off slow.
Right.
It started off at a good pace. That helicopter chasing, that's all he can do is chase helicopters. But that was 2 major scenes, like bookending the movie. But
right.
It started off like, wow. The first thing I thought was, wow, what's the budget of this show? And every episode, like the characters got better, the fighting scenes got better. Once like Bucky became like a good soldier, he was fucking people up. Like it was awesome. Wakandans came in, like it was everything I wanted. And the speech at the end was just
shit was top.
I put my fist up, man. I wish I had a podium at that time.
You was in the crib, you was feeling it,
man. I wish I had the first, second, and third place thing at the Olympics. I'd have been up there with my hands up.
Oh,
that was a good speech at the end, like very good. But yeah, it couldn't be any better. And I'm not even comparing that to WandaVision, which I did like, but this is way better. But independently, I think it hit everything for me.
Okay, Dallas.
Okay.
What would you? Just give me your initial thoughts.
I'm with you. I'm with most of the panel on a 4.5 thing, and it would have been a 5, were it not for a couple things. Like I was really feeling the Isaiah stuff, but with the exception of that, and with the exception of speech at the end, a lot of the way that they handle race was kind of corny.
Okay.
A little bit, and also with the exception of the stuff that you would hear his sister say, all of that stuff was like right on point. But then again, like I personally think some of Anthony Mackie's takes on race can be a little corny. So maybe that was.
It's because Anthony Mackie's corny. But go ahead, continue.
Yeah, I mean, so I mean, maybe that's coloring my vision of it, but. There was that, and then there was sort of I kind of don't feel the way that they ended Carly's arc. Like I understand they was trying to be poetic and stuff with it.
Agreed.
But it's something there that I just wasn't feeling about the way that arc ended.
I'd be surprised if I wouldn't be surprised. Sorry to cut you off if they brought her back at some time later, or like at a later date. I mean, it looked pretty conclusive that she was dead, but I mean, she is a super soldier.
If that was the case, let her be triumphant with her big getaway.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah, good point. That's a good point.
Exactly.
Like, yeah, give her something then as a character, because she really didn't. She
didn't
lost
have much.
The whole
she didn't have
thing.
much.
She lost and she lost and she lost some more.
I mean, even afterwards, when those like 4 people got in the van, that blew up straight away afterwards. So it seems like it's the end of that story.
Yeah, that was my problem. That's what kept it from being a 5 to me. Because like we were talking last week, saying the thing I was most interested about was what was going on with the post-snap world before everybody else was brought back. You know what I'm saying? Right. I was really interested in seeing where they would go with that, and it seemed like they just kind of
got glossed over after a while.
Yeah.
And also, the power broker thing was way too obvious.
Everybody knew who was the power broker was. Yeah.
But other than that, I thought that WandaVision, one of the things I respected about the show was that it was a crescendo, and it did start a little slow, but I think that was perfect for that show.
Yeah, I liked all that.
I loved it. Yeah, I loved
it. That was a good way to start it.
And the thing about Falcon and the Winter Soldier, it started loud and it just got louder. There was never a time, there was never an episode where at the end you didn't get slapped in the back of the head. There wasn't an episode
I like
where
that too, though, Dallas. I kind of like that too.
And that's what I like. That's what I respect the most about this show, because as much as I loved WandaVision, this actually topped it for me.
I thought it was I would say it better because it's different. Like they were trying to achieve two different things. And I think they both pulled off whatever it was they were trying to achieve. So we got to a point where, you know, we understood, you know, Wanda's plight and her grief, and what she was dealing with post Endgame. And then we got a chance to see the conclusion of the culmination, not even conclusion, the culmination of Sam Wilson's arc from the end of Endgame. So I thought they did all of that well. It was the side arcs. Like, for instance, right? I seen a lot of people say, "Hey, listen, man, they reduced the Winter Soldier to a sidekick," and I'm like, "Yeah,
that's what he is.
What? He's a sidekick. Like, he's a side character.
They actually brought him up a little bit.
That motherfucker's a baked potato. Like, what do you mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't see what the problem is here. You know what I mean?
And to be fair, they still did a decent amount with him.
They absolutely did more than they even had to.
Gave him a life.
Right. They gave him a life. They gave him a purpose.
Like, there was a legitimate character development there.
Right.
I would have liked if they called it at the end, if it was Captain America and the White Wolf.
That would have been dope.
That would have been cool.
Yeah,
that would be season 2.
Man, but they brought Wakanda back.
But then you also had my main man, Johnny Walker. Johnny Walker was a bad motherfucker, wasn't he?
Man, J-Dub was wild.
J-Dub was wilding, you feel what I'm saying? And I thoroughly enjoyed all the J-Dub shit. You feel what I'm saying?
He really did it for the gram.
He did it for
the gram in that one scene, man. God damn.
Man, he did it for the gram.
Super soldier term.
Yeah, man. Super soldier. No, he was super thug. He was different, bro. He was different. You feel what I'm saying?
What?
He was out here saying what shield with your dome piece. He was on some other shit, man. And I like that character. I liked Baron Zemo. It was characters I liked that I felt like in the last episode, it felt like, because I watched it twice. I had to watch it twice. I was so wrapped up in my emotions, my blackness took over. You feel what I'm saying? So I said, I got to watch this again. I got to watch this after, you know, I calmed down a little bit. So I calmed down a little bit, and then I watched it again. And I thought that they rushed through a lot of shit, because that Isaiah Bradley arc took up so much time, and the culmination of him becoming Captain America took up so much time, that Bucky's finale got rushed. The Flag Smashers finale got rushed. And more importantly than both of them, my main man Johnny Dub didn't get his just due, I thought, because I thought that was a compelling character. You feel what I'm saying? I thought that was like, what if you had a guy that, you know, he had to live up to this unreachable standard, right? He had to do it without any special abilities, right? And then one day he gets them. One day he gets the abilities that he was looking for. Yeah, this dude might snap. This dude might lose it. And I felt like we got a good episode of it, and then it was gone. You feel what I'm saying? Then it was like, you know,
I feel like they started him a really good redemption arc, and then like they sort of took that away by seeing that he was probably going to go the Hydra way.
Yep.
Yeah.
They started him with like a really good little thing, like, you know what, I'm gonna be Captain America anyway, and you thought it was gonna end badly. Then he came back, he was like, "Hey y'all, I'm here to help," and was actually being helpful. And then end of the episode, here he go in a black suit. He went with
it might be Thunderbolts. Is that, I don't know, if I'm not like too in tune with Thunderbolts comics. Is that to do with Hydra as well? Is it?
He's wearing
he's wearing the US agent
like kind of accurate US agent.
Right. And I thought his redemption.
Julia Louis-Dreyfus. That is literally Madam Hydra.
That's Madam Hydra.
Like that Contessa or Val. That's Madam Hydra. So.
You know, they did teach me something though. I didn't know that Isaiah was actually real from the comics. I looked it up and I was like, they really like Tuskegee these people.
Right.
And like, that finding out about him actually hit.
But see, in that case though, Dallas, it's like, okay, cool. Let's just keep it there then. Let's just stay there then.
Yep.
Let's just stay with that then, because U.S. Agent was a villain enough. People hated this motherfucker. Like, he was getting fucked up threats in real life. He like, bro, I am Kurt Russell's son. Okay. Did y'all know that? Did y'all know that this is Kurt Russell's son?
I found out like yesterday.
This is Kurt Russell's son.
Really?
He's like, I am Kurt Russell's son. Y'all got to stop shitting on me like this. You feel what I'm saying?
I didn't know that.
You didn't know that he was Kurt Russell's son?
Nah.
Yeah, this,
Well, why would I give a fuck if he's?
look, he's like, fuck him. Look, Jess still like, fuck it. It's real to me, damn it.
Crazy.
That's the same reason everybody was talking about Denzel's son acting.
Right.
Yo, right.
But this dude, listen, he was killing this role. He
Yeah,
bought
he
in.
is.
People
Yeah.
hated him for this shit, right? And
Just
I'm
like
like,
the dude that played Homelander.
right. And I'm like, hey, listen, villain right there. But you know, you have to world build. So they bring the flag smashers in. And I can't, what's homegirl name again? She was fine.
Carly
right.
Morgenthau.
She was fine. She with the freckles. She was fine. She was a fine.
Oh
sister
yeah.
right
Oh,
there.
Carly. Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
But I don't feel like they fleshed out her character enough to where, in some ways, I was understanding U.S. Agent. I was understanding Johnny Dub. I didn't really get her plight as much as I,
The
should
rumor
have
is
or
that-
could have.
The rumor is that a lot of that story was cut out because it's something to do
Something
with,
about
like,
COVID.
virus.
Yeah,
I know,
COVID.
maybe not COVID, but like a virus.
Oh, a virus was in the story. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah.
Yeah, so there probably was if any of that seemed like a bit incoherent, it's probably because they had to rush.
It just felt like it was rushed. It felt like everything was like, hurry up. We're
It feels
gonna
like
wrap
it
up.
could have done with it probably could have
8 episodes
done with
in.
maybe 8, 9.
Yeah.
And what's crazy is that, like, I look at like Luke Cage and shit, and I was like, Luke Cage should have ended like 4 episodes. Right? Whenever they killed Cottonmouth, this shit should have ended, right?
Yep.
But this, I was like, you know what? 6 episodes, especially that last episode, because you got the great imagery, right? You got Papa Doc, full on Captain America suit, throwing the shield around. Shit looked
It should have
cool.
been. It should have been an hour and 15 minutes.
For sure, he's a hero. He's saving people. He's doing all this great, cool shit. So you're feeling good about what you're watching.
Spent way too long fighting one dude though.
He definitely spent a long time fighting a helicopter. He was fighting that helicopter for a good 30 minutes.
Dude,
Yeah, he was.
dude, how much fuel does that pack have, man?
I don't know,
Yeah,
Like
man.
it's
It's
like,
Wakanda, mate.
he chases-
Wakandan fuel.
oh, it's, all right. So it's the
Yeah, it's that
How
fossil
are-
fuel, dog. It's fossil fuel, dog.
yeah.
Solar fuel.
You got that real shit, dog. But yeah, it just, I don't know. Like, it was some things that I was like, it felt rushed. That's all. It just felt like they was hurrying up, trying to get to that moment. The moment where we like, hey, listen, this is Captain America. Because that was the purpose of this show. Was that, hey, listen, Steve Rogers, Chris Evans, is gone. And he's probably not coming back. And maybe if he do come back, it's in a small little piece. So y'all gonna have to deal with this new Captain America for the next, however long. So it was them introducing an entirely new character. And that was the purpose of this show. And it absolutely humanized and characterized the Falcon. Because nobody gave a fuck about the Falcon beforehand. Because you didn't know shit about him, really. You know what I mean? Sam Wilson, he's Cap's butt buddy. And whatever Cap does, he does it too. That's it. You know what I mean? He's a loyal guy. That's all we know about him. This is a loyal dude. Now we know more about him. Now we got a chance to live with him for 6 hours. So now him being Captain America, whenever that movie comes out or whenever, they do an Avengers and he's Captain America, we not like, who is this guy? No, we know who he is. We know his black ass can't get alone. We know that they got the shrimp boat. You know what I'm saying? They got the shrimp boat. You know what I'm saying? We
I
know
will say
these
this.
things about him.
I will say this before I duck out because I got to go
Yes, sir.
in a minute, if that's cool. But
Awesome.
I think in terms of like the big story beats of the show, I think like they turned out pretty much perfectly, in my opinion. But it would have been cool to see some like flashback in regards to the Isaiah Bradley thing. Because, like, I mean, it seemed like they aged the character up, they aged the actor up, right, to make him look older.
They
than
absolutely
he was.
did, yeah.
So
And
it
made me
feels
wonder,
like they could have. It was like they're leaving room for some flashbacks.
Maybe.
he was the first person that the perfected super soldier serum worked on.
Right.
The other person that it worked on didn't. Oh, never mind. No, the other person that worked on didn't age like that. Because Bucky, he was never frozen, was he?
Nah.
Yeah, he kept getting frozen though.
Yeah, I think they froze him and unfroze him and froze him and unfroze
Yeah.
him. Hey, listen,
like,
man,
he
this shit
never
don't make
he
no
was only really,
sense.
like,
Come on, man. We can't make sense.
Yeah,
Talking about a movie where a
you
guy
know,
shoots lasers out of his hand.
I know
Yes.
my answer to this question, but I'm gonna ask y'all: Is there anything that you can't wait to see the MCU do?
X-Men.
Blade.
It's X-Men. X-Men for me. Because I feel like Fox and Ant, you take it easy, brother. You enjoy the rest of your night. I appreciate
be
you,
good,
man.
man.
You are an OG, man. One
Well,
love,
I'm gonna duck out now quickly as well.
Sobsky,
while
before you
All right,
bounce,
Sob.
man, drop some info on the people, man.
Twitter, Sobsky117, Xbox, PlayStation, Sobsky. I'm down for that fight night.
Yes, ESBC, all that good shit. Yeah.
Fight night. Smoke.
Yes, the smoke.
Surprisingly, I couldn't think of the word smoke.
Got you.
Yeah, thanks. It was cool to finally talk to Dallas. It's
Yes.
the first time I've finally talked to you, but
Yeah, man, it's cool meeting you.
cool, man.
Sob, I
And it was cool
appreciate
to
you.
talk with Eric Fanatic too.
Easy E,
As well.
yeah.
It's been a while.
Sleazy E. We're gonna call him Sleazy E. All
Yeah,
right.
you shouldn't
And
do
obviously,
that.
of course,
I got cases pending. Sob, good to talk to you again, bro. Take care of yourself, man.
All right, bro. You take it easy, man. You be careful out here, man. I appreciate you, brother.
Have a good one, man.
You
Hope
too.
everyone
doubt.
stays safe.
Cheers, bud.
Cheers.
For sure,
Cheers,
brother.
bruv. Fuck are you on about, bruv? I'm telling you, you can't fuck with me, bro. I'm telling you. I watched Top Boy too many times. You can't fuck with me.
Speaking of watching shows like that, man, Snowfall was a good recommendation.
What?
I'm knee deep in the first season.
Oh, you ain't seen nothing yet.
Waist deep now, and I keep hearing more and more about it. But it's so good so far.
Snowfall.
It's so good so far.
I told you about that, right?
And it's crazy, man, because we're gonna talk about Invincible in a minute.
Ooh, I haven't seen the last episode.
And I'm not gonna spoil it for you because it's definitely a spoil. You could spoil that.
But I read the comics, so I don't think it's too much you're gonna be able to
Okay,
spoil.
all right, gotcha.
They stay pretty comic.
They stay pretty close to the chest as far as the adaptation. Snowfall, though, since you brought up Snowfall, Dallas, I cannot not talk about Snow. Oh my God, how good?
That boy Franklin.
Listen, I'm gonna keep it live with y'all. Absolutely the best show on TV.
It's a really good show.
And he got some heart too for somebody that's not really exactly a gangster. He got some heart.
Oh, he gets a lot more gangster as time goes on. Franklin Saint is a motherfucker, bro. Franklin Saint ain't no joke, man. That final frame of the season finale for season 4 will probably go down as a classic. That was some cold shit. That whole scene was cold. And then it ended with Pusher Man by the great late Curtgz Mayfield. You can't beat that. You can't beat that.
Yeah,
you can't.
He's
beat that. Another level. The writing is so good.
He's a good actor.
Yes.
The person that plays him.
Yeah. Dasman Idris.
That's his name. Like he's really good. I think he did a movie with Papa.
Yeah,
Captain
he did with
America
Papa Doc.
too.
Yeah, he did. That shit was trash, but you know what I'm saying?
I'm happy to see some representation. But Franklin is a businessman. That's all you can say. Like for someone who hasn't watched the entire series, and he does what businessmen do,
right,
to make revenue. That's what it is. Like he's selling drugs, but so are other companies. So he's not doing.
You mean like the CIA?
Right.
Yes, that company.
Right.
Yes.
No, that shit is fantastic.
But it's a damn good show, and if John Singleton's involved, you know, it had to have been.
Rest in peace to the legend, John.
Rest in peace.
Yes. Because I mean, when he passed away, I saw people say it, but I'm like, y'all don't realize how impactful and how transcendent his work really was.
The entire 90s, dude.
Yeah.
Was it Menace?
No, not Menace. That's the Hughes brothers.
No, Boys in the Hood.
Boys in the Hood, Poetic
Boys
Justice.
Higher Learning.
Which
tackled every, from sports to like, what is it?
Yeah.
Progressive, non-gender conforming people.
Oh, shit.
Black people, because in like isolation, like Remy was a good kid before he got sucked into that because he felt out of place.
Right. Pause.
So it's being isolated from people.
Right.
He caused problems.
Right.
And he wanted, like, and John Singleton tackled all of that, like from every angle. It was cool to see Bust the Bus in a fucking.
He was so extra in that movie, though. He was doing too
He was
much.
he was
Yeah,
Busta
he
Rhymes
was.
in the movie.
I should break your face.
Busta Rhymes.
He was talking like he was in Def Jam Vendetta, wasn't he? And I'm going to bust his face up. He like, bust.
He was Busta Rhymes. in
Don't
that
nobody
movie.
talk. He don't even talk like that in real life. He got to cut that shit out. That was some bullshit. He was a first time actor though, so yeah. I got to give him his leeway. Everybody wasn't as good as Ice Cube was in Boys in the Hood, so.
Nah, dude. Yeah, that was that his first movie?
That was his first movie.
Yeah,
He was
first joint.
amazing in that.
Because
Like,
he was chilling. He was cool. And I think that when you got that kind of personality, it kind of lends well to acting. You know what I mean? I mean, DMX absolutely, cooled down after a while, because he was all amped up. Like Belly, kids can't no goddamn books, dog. Can't no books. You like, yo, please. Come on, X, knock it off. Come on, Nas wants to go to Africa. Him and T-Box want to go to Africa. Come on, man. But yeah, man. Snowfall, man. Snowfall is wonderful. But we ain't gonna dive too much into that because that has nothing to do with game. That's a whole different bag. And to all the people out there that wanted Mortal Kombat to be a Martin Scorsese directed film, I mean, it was shitty, but it's kind of like goofy, fun shitty. And I don't expect much out of those type of movies. But none of you motherfuckers watch Snowfall. None of you motherfuckers watch Judas and the Black Messiah and all these other good award-winning movies and shit. So I don't know if y'all really know what a good movie is if it jumped up and bit you square in your ass. I just don't believe it. So it's a lot of good stuff out there, to be honest with you. With that being said, speaking of good shit, Invincible? Anybody watch Invincible? Am I one of the
I haven't seen the latest episode, but I've seen everything leading up
I
until
haven't
the
seen
end.
any of it.
And I read the comics. So
And Omni-Man is a motherfucker, ain't he?
yeah, man.
Omni-Man is a bitch ass dude.
Oh, so he did the thing already?
Um,
He said what he said to his son. He like told him all that shit.
Nah, not yet. No.
Oh, okay,
No.
cool.
I think it's one more episode to that. I think they got one more episode in the season, if I'm not mistaken, one or two. I'm not for sure, but that is the absolute next episode.
Oh, you can go and tell me what happened then.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't be one to just drop the spoil bombs. You know what I'm saying?
Let's put it like this: the thing that Omni-Man is going to do,
Yeah, it's gonna be.
that's how the comics open. They start you with all this stuff happening, and then set you off from there.
Okay, so wait a second. Hold on for a second. 1 second. So him fucking up the I can't remember the name of the group. That's not the event. That's not the thing.
That's part of it. It's a small part of it.
Because that's what it feels like this entire season is based on, is him wilding out at the end of that episode and just killing everybody.
It is based on that, but it's why he did that. That's the point.
Now that's the thing that we're about to learn. Why he did it. I don't know why he did it. Don't tell me, goddammit.
I'm not gonna say nothing because seeing it in the show, the way it was in the comics, but seeing it in the show is gonna be a whole different type of review.
He
you
fucked
in for
them
something.
up. He was whooping their ass. That shit was
It's
brutal.
going down. You in for
Oh
something.
man. So let me ask. Hold on. So Jet, E, y'all didn't watch this?
Not yet.
I started. I put it on like before I went to bed and just fell asleep.
Wow, you fell asleep.
I heard it's good though. I heard it's good, so I'll watch an episode.
It's really good, yo. It's I'm talking about it's exceptionally good.
Slow mo kind of right. It ain't exactly, but it's a long series though. So excuse me for thinking it happened sooner than it actually did. But it's a doozy of a series, and a lot happens. And that's like the first major thing that happens in the whole series.
I was into it, man. The only thing I don't like about the animation is the animation. Sometimes it's really good, and sometimes it's kind of shitty. It's like that American, the American animation is hit or miss. You know what I mean? You got to go to Japan for the real shit, for the good shit. American animation, it's kind of whatever. And the animation in that Invincible it's okay. It's serviceable. When it's working, when it's doing its thing, it's doing its thing. The thing is thangin'. But when it's not, it's pretty noticeable. It's like, this is ugly. So it's got that Thundercats effect to me. I don't know if anybody ever watched Thundercats back in the day. Thundercats has moments of glory animation wise where it just looks phenomenal. You know what I mean? Lionel, the muscles and definition. You be like, this shit is great. And then, you'll see Mum-Ra and you be like, what the fuck? What happened to all the detail? They done fucked the whole shit up, man. So yeah, it's one of those things. It's hit or miss to me. But it's definitely story wise, it's fun to watch. It doesn't take itself too seriously. It's a lot of funny shit in it. So I think if you haven't watched it, it's on Amazon Prime. Give it a shot, man. Give it a shot. And I'll promise you this. I promise anybody that watch it that haven't watched it this. If you can make it to the end of the first episode, you will absolutely watch everyone after that. I almost guarantee it. Because that's like the twist. Like the twist is you think everything's sweet, and then you're like, oh shit, wait, my man done tweaked on it. And then you're gonna want to watch to see what happens next. So for anybody that's looking or curious about Invincible, check it out. It's definitely worth a watch. Even though, I think some people kind of look at animation weird. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, this is cool. You can get with this. I'm pretty sure you can.
If you like Adult Swim type stuff, this is along those lines.
It's along those lines. It's cursing, it's gore, it's blood, and all that bullshit. No dicks, so y'all freak motherfuckers ain't getting none of that. No,
this ain't Game of Thrones.
Nah, it ain't Game of Thrones. It ain't Spartacus. Spartacus, bro, you throw a dick out in a minute. You be like, whoa, gee, I don't know you like that. What the fuck is going on here? But yeah, man, it's a good show. It's a really, really good show. Invincible's dope. So I mean, that pretty much wraps up most of what I had as far as topics. E, you wanted to give away some gift cards. We might have to wait till next week because I always wrap that around trivia. So we got to come up with some good questions.
I have two trivia questions.
You do.
I might actually have a couple.
You got some trivia questions? So listen, y'all.
I made up. Yeah, I have a few. That's what I do.
Dig this, man. What we gonna do, man? I told y'all it was gonna be a long ass show this week. It's 200. What we're gonna do is we're gonna talk to y'all, see what's going on in chat, and give away some of these gift cards. And then we're gonna get out of here, man. I'm gonna do a tribute to my late little brother. And yeah, then we're gonna bounce, man. It's been a good ride, man. I appreciate y'all brothers, man. This helps me a lot, man. I feel good. I feel really good. So let's do it for the culture, and then we're going. Shit. You about to get out of here? You want to drop your jewels on the people before we?
Yes, please.
Dallas, our wonderful, exalted guest, crafted that banger at the beginning of the podcast, and one of the value members of, well, every member is value, but one of the members of Level 1 Gaming, level1gaming.com. Dallas, man, drop some info on the people before you bounce.
Man, look, just so y'all know, I would not dip just now if I didn't absolutely have to. This
It's all
is
good, brother. It's all good.
This is for all of us. But LV1gaming.com, man. Hit up YouTube, LV1Gaming20. Hit me up, Dallas Man on everything. DALLAZ man on everything except PSN. That's Dallas Man 214. That's pretty much where you can find me. If you're real, you'll leave a like or a comment or something like that on my content. That's about it though. That's where you can find me.
Good shit too, people. Very talented person. Right. And I'm about to throw some shade. That's rare in the gaming community. Talent. Dallas doesn't wait for news articles to be creative. That is shade. I am throwing shade. I've been drinking. Fuck it. I don't care. Dope shit, man. You always deliver good stuff, man. I just want you to do more of it.
Yeah.
I'm speaking to myself too at the same time. Sin, do more of it. Dallas, do more of it.
You're right. You're right.
It's fantastic.
Got some more shit coming. Some very different shit about some very different games.
Absolutely. Absolutely. When you talk about different shit, I listen.
Yeah.
Some people I'll be like, man, they fishing. You though, I know you care. So it's different.
Yeah,
but
that's why they need us, man. That's why they need us.
Brother, I appreciate you. I appreciate you blessing us with your knowledge, with your information, with your talent. And we absolutely gonna have you back. This is a new era for us. We are opening the doors, not for everybody. Fuck some of these people, for real. But to the good people, to the people that's doing right by their listeners and viewers, I'm gonna be down with those people. So Dallas, you absolutely one of those people. And this ain't new. I ain't saying this shit because I'm on the air right now. Something I always said. It's just that I was a stingy motherfucker with this airtime. So that
it don't take shit but to hit me, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's over now. So I appreciate you, brother, and we will do this again very soon.
Hell yeah, man. I appreciate y'all.
No doubt.
My man, it's a pleasure, brother.
Hell yeah.
All right,
Peace.
bro. You be good out here.
Take care, bro.
Y'all too. Peace, chat.
Peace. Bruv. What do you make of that, mate? Bruv. Fucking all, mate. Fucking all. Fucking hell.
And then they were free.
Fucking hell. So he said, crack the door and don't open the floodgates for fuckboy 87.
Right. Yo.
Fuckboy
real,
87 to be on this joint talking about, man, Phil Spencer, and we be to kick him off this shit, man. Like, if you don't eat a dick and get out of here, man. Bro, it's just like we love video games and shit, but then it get to a point where it's obnoxious. It's like, shut the fuck up, man. When some of these podcasts I listen to, man, I'm like, I can't even stomach this shit after a while, man. I'm like, please just shut the fuck up, man. But oh man, do you want to give away some of these, man? We can't wait till we could do that early in the show another day, man.
I can give away one at least.
Let's do it. You got a trivia question?
Hi, thank you for joining us for episode 200. Have you ever wondered why you're upset that PlayStation 5 games are $69.99?
Word.
Have you wanted more VC in your NBA 2K21 player? Yeah. So, what I present to you is a $10 PlayStation gift card store. All you have to do is answer a little bit of trivia about the GoldChainGamer show, and then you will be qualified to enter. First person that guesses correctly will win. Then we'll settle our deal from there through Twitter, Instagram, or whatever. All right. First question coming up is Sobski left, but what is Sobski's favorite gaming series?
Ooh, that's easy.
That is.
That's easy. I need that $10 card then. So the question is, y'all, Sobski's favorite gaming series, which if you ever heard Sobski talk for fucking 5 minutes, he just can't not talk about that shit ever. Yeah, man. So if you want the $10 card, man, drop that answer somewhere, man. All Black said, fuck, I forgot. Terrell wins. Shout out to Terrell, man. Terrell, I ain't even seen
Is
you
it?
here. That's
No, what? No.
that's
That's not it. That's not
you know
it.
what? That's not it. Oh shit.
Yeah, you
I'm
tripping.
bugging. But you know his name is Sopsky 117, which is after that. Yeah, that is absolutely right. I am so wrong. Wow. The dude has a tattoo of this shit. Let me stop, yo. He has a fucking tattoo of this shit. Ryan, that's very close. But that's not it. Very close. He does like Fable, man. He does like Fable. Terrell, I thought that was it, man.
That
I
ain't
fucked
this
up.
stuff.
I
But it's not
apologize.
it.
I apologize. That wasn't the answer. Nah, not Gears of War. Not Mario. Definitely not Mario.
Mario. Not the baby brains, man.
Not Gears, man. It's definitely in the realm of Yakuza, if that's a hint. That realm, the realm of Yakuza. So if you think of Yakuza, a couple of other things should come to mind.
Yeah,
I'm gonna leave it at that.
It's a franchise,
We
you
enjoyed
know,
that.
that dreams are made of.
That shit is ass. No.
It is boring as shit. It's a boring ass game.
That shit is ass.
But
Man.
it's good, like story wise.
Yeah, the narrative is
like
cool.
one of the best. Oh, slow mo.
Damn,
Boom.
slow mo got it.
Boom.
Slow mo
Boom.
got it. Boom.
Slow mo, you
You know what?
rascal, you.
Saab is going to
Better than
destroy me
Shenmue.
because
Shenmue.
we always talk about Halo. Maybe he talks about that because I can talk about it with him because you know I damn sure can't talk about Shenmue. I don't have no
slow mo.
nothing about no Shenmue, man.
Backslap his Twitter. I'm going to DM you that PSN gift card right now.
Boom! It's like slow mo to win it. Slow mo is a walking fucking
Yeah,
encyclopedia, man. We got to get him on here
man.
too, right?
Wait, is he a ringer?
That dude's a wizard.
Nah,
man.
he's
Is he
he's
a
not a ringer.
22-year-old Dominican guy playing Little League?
No.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? He's a 7 foot 28-year-old playing fucking AAU and shit. Nah, man. He's just very knowledgeable, smart guy when it comes to gaming. Even when he do his news joints, he'll do an introspective piece on like a game he like, or you know, compared to a game in the past. It's just a smart person. You know, I know when I'm talking to somebody that's smart. Slow-mo's a smart guy, so for sure, man. We definitely gotta get him on here.
Facts.
That's gonna happen. And that's one thing about episode 200. Me and the good brother right here, Jett, talked. I said, Jett, man, I've been selfish for too long, man. For too long. Let's open up the doors, man. We ain't gonna have huge ensembles. In fact, even today was a little larger than we usually have. But yeah, we definitely gonna open it up to guests, man. And we're gonna be very selective with that because I don't like talking to everybody about video games. This is the truth. You know what I'm saying? Some people's opinions I don't even care about. Some people's I do. Slow-mo's I like his opinion on games. Jett, love his opinions on games. Love his opinions on video games and other shit and just opinions in general. So those are the people that I want to talk to, and it's definitely going to be a very, very, very select few. So that's my intentions from 200 forward. Shit, y'all. Dope episode, man. New shit, felt fresh. I was out here DJing. I had to press the fucking button every time I wanted them to see y'all and see me. And it was dope. It was cool. It worked out well, man. I might have carpal tunnel, but I'm good. I'm good, man. So, yeah, man, I enjoyed this episode quite a bit. So I want to thank everybody that stopped through, even if you check it out on the back end, because a lot of people, you know, watch it tomorrow or, you know, I always get some wild comments the next day and shit. I'll be like, God damn, man. I didn't mean to ruffle that many feathers. Jeez, motherfucker leave me a Bible worth of shit. You be like, damn, bro, I didn't mean to do that. You feel what I'm saying? So this is what we're going to do. And I don't want to get too, you know, because we've been up, we've been high off life. And but I do want to speak on this very briefly, if y'all don't mind. My brother passed away. My little brother died a month ago today. So I haven't been putting out anything. We just started doing the podcast again last week. So what I wanted to do was, because he was a fan and he believed in us. He believed in normalizing, geek behavior, even if he wasn't one. Because like my brother was a ruffian. He was out here in these streets and ultimately succumbed to him. So emotionally, I've been going through a lot. I didn't really want to create. Still kind of on the fence about certain things, but a lot of this stuff makes me feel better about it. And when I do it, it makes me feel, or makes me remember him and what he thought about me doing it. So I always remember, him laid up and looking at me like a GoldChainGamer. You know what I mean? That's crazy. Like that memory is wild. Because we lived to impress each other. So I'm never going to forget that. So what I want to do was, I wanted to, for episode 200, to memorialize him and just show y'all something cool that we did together. Because we did share a love for video games. He did love video games. In fact, that's the last thing I ever bought him, was a video game. But we loved hip hop too, and we got a chance to do it together, at a very high level. So I wanted to share some of that with y'all. And just some good vibes, man, from my little brother. I love him. I'm gonna love him forever. I'm always carry him with me. I'm gonna make sure he's a part of everything that I do. And I'm going to say to you, the people, cherish your time with the people that you care about, that you love. Even if it's just talking for 10 minutes, 20 minutes, just cherish it, because time is short. Going here today, going tomorrow is a real thing. I wanted to say that on this month from his passing. So I'm gonna play that performance that we did together. But before we do that, I gotta thank these good brothers on the panel, the ones that's left. Good brother JettEye, E. I need y'all to drop y'all info before we get up out of here. So I'm gonna start with you, E.
Yes, please visit me on fanatic_TWMS on Twitter, and I'll link you to other places from there. For my bakery, and support local businesses,
as you should in general. Good brother JettEye, where can they find you at, man?
Appreciate it, man. You can catch me on everything at Official JettEye. That's official JettEye. That's on Instagram, Twitter, and Twitch, which I stream on twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays, 5:30 on the West, 8:30 on the East. You never know what it's gonna be. Probably, gonna be, doing a little bit of whatever till Return will come out. But pull up, it's always a good time. It's more good shit, more laughs, more, more good vibes that we have, we always start on Sunday. So pull up, what I'm saying? Appreciate it, love to have you, what I'm saying? Do what you do.
Word. So yeah, man, we're gonna get up out of here. I should be back next week with some content, man. Get back in the swing of things. I apologize for the delay, but it's pretty difficult for me to want to create and want to do fun things with that going on. So next week should be better. Next month should be better, as time goes on. But we never forget our fallen. We never forget the people that we love. We carry them with us all the time. That's what we do as humans. Be a good human. Be a good human to the person next to you. Like I said, value time too. So with that being said, man, we're gonna get up out of here, man. Like I said, you can find me on Twitter, all that good shit, GoldChainGamers. All you gotta do, type in GoldChainGamers and it'll pop up, www.GoldChainGamers.com. This podcast will be on Spotify and iTunes tomorrow. Man, so if you want to stick around to watch that performance of me and my brother, I'm going to play it right after this. So check that out. It's cool. It's one of the best times I ever had in my life. I got a chance to share the stage with my little brother. So rest in peace to my little bro, and rest in power to my little bro. And we're gonna get out of here, man. So in the meantime, between time, y'all stay cool. Y'all stay cool. And remember, it's more than a game, it's a lifestyle. Episode 200 and beyond. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate y'all. This is some of the best shit I've ever done. Thank you. We're gonna get up out of here. So I'm gonna play this joint. If you want to stick around, check it out. Should be fun. Peace.
He told me I never changed. I have not in the half goes way out of my brain. My cycle lands on the game. I'm pushing top of food flavor, blood spray. Can't deny me a nice thing. Behind the sight, white on white thing. Come to my night game. Put me right up in the hype lane. Spotlight fame, do the shit from my first name. Fame might be the enemy. Don't have your blessings, got your enemies. Money got a tendency. I'm in a cold in this middle. Bang, come over this enemy, all with the enemy. I keep it close like enemies. Feed up the energy, but moving like a centipede. In and out lanes like China's your brain. You so to the pain, the niggas still lame. The spots over here on the rocks, and after I was fine, good money got it locked. Nothing with shock, or you please go with shock. My food on the roof, if you come in here, top class, hot tag. You get it how you want, you get it how you want. Not to go back and you had, drop a piece to an E, and then they make you mad. You gon' buy it for the last life. Still the kids for the last life. You gon' buy it for the last life. Choking G's for the last life. Hold on. Now, I got my nigga stash with me. I got a few words for y'all. You ready? I'm gonna see fucking hands as a sticker. You ain't know I'm a fucking man with the liquor. Damn the condition. Tear out the frame, no picture, but take you real brothers and his sisters. Take my word for it. If I like your shit, you come in the better jam, so make sure you get an earth store. Nothing. Top of hard tail war. Oh, nigga, new day. No president, new play. Ain't whatever you late. The top is now too late. It's not even a new day. $1 million bitch, my bitches are about to do late. Love me like a new day. Hate me like a bitch, I'm a superstar like a new day. Story in the hood, you didn't want to score the heat. L after L like 2J. They love me in the jail like 2K. All like 2K. Money, cool slow. Just to the kick goes. Like for the bed go. Like for the head go. Eyes in my head go. And when the stars come go, I'm